Shamrock and Stealth, good to see you guys. Hello, hello, hello. AJ, already on the runway. Blairman, Jamel, my rock. Hello, buddy. Yes, there is a flight plan, Jamel. There is a flight plan. If you go to the Discord channel, just download the flight plan. You can see it from CaptSeppi. So, yeah. What's up? Hi everyone, Shoni from Shoni Gaming here. Today is a different day. It is Friday, of course, as always, but that's a good thing. But today we have CaptSeppi here. Let me switch. Boop. There he is. The man, CaptSeppi. Hello, my friend. How are you doing? How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Golden Shadows, hello, good to see you, man. Yeah, it's going great, man. And thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for doing the CabinCrew Takeover. Thank you very much for planning this amazing flight. It looks really, really interesting, flying over Yellowstone. Tell me a little bit, first of all, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Sure, Shoni. I'm an avid fan of Shoni Gaming. There you go. No,
That's good.
A little bit about myself. I am a real life pilot. I predominantly fly or have flown single engine and multi-engine, some turboprop aircraft. No jets or anything like that, just smaller stuff. Was never a commercial pilot or a pilot for hire or anything like that, just flew for leisure. My father was a naval aviator, so I started flying at a very early age, and that's kind of where my pilot history came from. Real world, I'm a IT guy, and my specialty for Oh, 26 years, I guess, is IT security. I specialize in cybersecurity. So I've been doing that, and I've done that for a lot of very, very large organizations. And my shtick with that is they hire me to keep them out of the newspaper. And so far, over 26 years, I've been successful at doing that. And then on the side, one of the reasons why we're here is I enjoy fly fishing, right? So we're here in Yellowstone, some of the best fly fishing areas in the world. I make my own handcrafted bamboo fly rods, and then weirdly enough, awesome. Because of security, I do some programming and stuff like that. I program all my own instruments. So you guys that have occasion to watch my stream or whatever, or visit, you can see my full cockpit and all those instruments and everything. I wrote all those in Lua. So cool. All the touch screen and everything like that, I visually replicate what's in aircraft, and I reproduce those for touch screen. So that's a little bit about me.
You really need to talk to Camper. So you really need to talk to Camper.
You
have already. You're in discussion already. That's cool. That's cool. Hey, Holdy Torsken, good to see you. Yeah, it's 5 a.m. in where it's actually 6 a.m. now, I think, where you live.
It is. It's 6 a.m. I'm right in the heart of the United States, and one of the most awesome places to live, Nashville, the home
Tennessee.
Of country music. For those that enjoy it, I actually enjoy all genres of music, and this is a great place to be for film, music, and everything like that. So it's a great place to visit.
Indeed. Well, good to hear, man. Well, today's flight is pretty awesome, actually. So let's switch over to boop. There we go. I need to pull up new. That's my startup screen. We need to have that. There we go. That's the flight for today. I already, as you can see, loaded it up into Windy. It's fully loaded. Let me hide this elevation plan right there. And we are going to fly around. First, we are taking off from. Where are we taking off from?
We are taking off from KJAC, Kilo Juliet Alpha Charlie. It's Jackson Hole, Wyoming.
Yep. From there, we are heading up all the way up north towards Yellowstone Lake.
We're going to go past Yellowstone Lake, yeah.
Exactly. We are then continuing on towards the entrance, what is it, of West Yellowstone entrance there, I think? No, we're passing over the northern part right there. That is... those are a lot of geysers there and stuff like that. You drew a middle finger. No, I did not, Stealth Wolf. No, I did not.
I actually drew that. That's my fault.
First red card right there. Dude. It's not mine. It's his. It's not mine. It's his.
I take responsibility for that.
Exactly. Full responsibility.
Yeah, showing you up there at the top of the finger, as we've been called out on. That's the northern part of Yellowstone. There's an area up there called the Towers, and there's it's just an interesting viewpoint. And then we'll kind of skirt back around the mountains, and then we'll go past a bunch of geysers and hot springs, and then down to Old Faithful.
Old Faithful, yeah, right there. This is the location of Old Faithful, actually, right there, yeah. So, and then we are once again moving up, heading to West Yellowstone, over a few lakes, skirting around, and then upwards towards over Dillon, and we will be landing in Dillon. That is Kilo Delta Lima November. That's where we are landing today. So yeah, this is going to be a very cool flight. Now, as you guys can see, there are a few lakes here. So there may be a few lake landings. It is going to be an amazing flight, guys. Yeah, it is absolutely going to be really, really cool. We are going to fly over a few lakes as well. So you can either have the X-Cub with floaties, or get another plane that can float. The A5 is an option, of course, I think. What's also an option is, I believe, there is a float plane version of the C-172, actually. I installed that, but I thought, no, we are using the X-Cub. That's the one you actually recommended, CaptSeppi.
It is. I recommended the X-Cub. It's an interesting aircraft to fly. The X-Cub is actually a kit aircraft, if you didn't know that. It's not necessarily a production aircraft. It's a kit. It's a home-built kind of a thing. You can buy the parts and assemble them yourself. It's a pretty neat airplane, very, very popular in the flying community,
Yep.
and it's a cool little aircraft.
Exactly. So I'm going to try and use that now. Real talk, I've never flown an X-Cub before, nor have I ever flown, ever landed on a lake. So it's, yeah, a preemptive mistakes were made is coming up. Funny thing is, however, I can do whatever I like because it's not my flight. Yay! So, Piper, good to see you, man. Yeah, we do have a special guest right here. Special guest, CaptSeppi, right there. So, yeah, it's going to be an awesome flight today. And, well, let's get this show on the road. Now, I'm hoping that everything is going correctly because I just had a crash to desktop. So I'm trying out the Grum & Goose. Unfortunately, I don't have the Grum & Goose installed, AJ, so it will not show up on stream, but you have a lot of fun, my friend. You have a lot of fun. Okay, so I'm now switching over to that. Let's see what happens, because I just tried to take off, and it went horribly wrong. Or at least I tried to load the flight plan, and it went horribly wrong, actually. So I'm going to set it to fly immediately and adjust everything afterwards. So yeah, we're loading up.
And I guess as Shoni says that, I will tell you about the floats and give you a little bit of a heads up. The flight mechanics for landing on water aren't necessarily all in place. I mean, people are kind of forcing a square peg into a round hole to do this. So when you're all those that want to fly that are going to do a water landing, especially with something like the X-Cub, just take a little bit of care and be careful. The X-Cub is a little like skipping a stone across water when it comes in.
It's light. It's a tail dragger.
You're gonna bounce. Yeah, you're gonna bounce. You're no matter how close you come in, it's gonna feel like you're skipping across the water. And but you should be all right. Just it's not a submarine.
Well, you have not seen me landing yet, so hey, there's an option for that. By the way, Jay Blingham, thank you very much for being here. Raccoon Rising, hello. Aditya, Jan, good to see you, my friend. And John Twitch, hope you are doing well, my friend. So, and he says hello, CaptSeppi. So, all right, we loaded this up. Funnily enough, it actually looks kind of okay. We are on live. No, I set it to 10, and it's now... What's the actual time there right now? I think it's about 7 o'clock, isn't it?
The actual time I think we set that for 7 a.m.
Yeah, I think we set it to 7 a.m. But guys, dual barrel roll already, Amica. I'm not sure. Can you see my chat, CaptSeppi?
I can. Yes, I can.
Okay, excellent. Because people are talking to you as well and responding to you. So yeah.
Okay. I should pay a little more attention to that. So hello, everybody out there that has said hello to me. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, that works. Let's see that one works. Thank you very, very much for that follow there, Jim Leahy. Thank you and welcome, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Let me see. I'm going to the outside view. Yes, it is a X-Cub, as you guys can see. We have AJ Rollings right there, Blairrock, Weem, CaptSeppi is rolling up, and we have Drunk Sinning. So yeah, Captain, lead the way. It's 7:11 right here, so almost feels like real time for me. Indeed it does, my friend. 7:11, well actually 12. Yeah, we can set it to 12. That's kind of correct. There we go. Ha! All right, CaptSeppi's off. Jeez, and he's off. Follow the leader, leader.
You said lead the way.
Yeah, that's true. That'll teach me and my big mouth. All right, my friend. Oh, I need to do the flaps. Actually, this thing just took off on its own.
It is it's very easy to fly.
Yeah, it wants to go up, doesn't it? It really does want to go up.
Yeah, it really does.
As I said, I've never flown this plane before, my friends. Never, ever. So this is the first time. So yeah. If anything goes like it usually does, and let's face it, I'm a total noob and an idiot, this may be an interesting flight. And yes, I am going to fly it manually. So, yep, exactly, Amica. Mistakes were made! All right, who do we have behind us? Yeah, there's the cabin crew. There we go. There we go. Hello, hello there, Golden Shadows, my friend. Hello, hello, other guy. That is actually CaptSeppi. The other guy right there, that is CaptSeppi. And yeah, we are today flying his flight. So I need to alter this a little bit right there so this shows up better. Now we have the map going. Forfeit junk, CaptSeppi. Yes, indeed. I'm going flaps up. You need to set the altitude correctly. Wow, look at this already, guys. Captain,
So just as a note, go ahead, Shoni. You're looking over there. Keep looking over there. Keep looking, because off to the left, that is Grand Teton. And Grand Teton is the second tallest mountain in Wyoming at almost 14,000 feet, or about 4,200 meters, I guess, for our European friends.
Impressive. That is impressive to say the least. That is actually at the same height of Mont Blanc, I think, or yeah, Mont Blanc is kind of like that. I think only the Matterhorn is actually higher than that. I'm not sure though. It's kind of about the same actually. Let me. Yes, I heard your last transmission. Now, Jackson Tower, shut up. So there we go.
Hey, Forfeit, how you doing?
Oh, good lord, yeah. What server are you flying on? Yeah, North European server. You can download the flight plan from the Discord channel. CaptSeppi is right down below me, so I'm trying to... what is it saying? I'm getting a warning. Check gear warning.
Oh, raise your gear, yep. By the way, anybody that has a float plane, anybody that's using the X-Cub, you will want to raise your gear after takeoff because you can't land with your gear down.
Ah, that's it. Yeah, of course. Yeah. It was like, I'm hearing something. Check gear, check gear. What's going on?
The river that we're following here, this is the Snake River. And it's interesting because the Snake River is the largest tributary river of the Columbia River, and it's the largest river in North America that dumps into the Pacific Ocean.
Really? It goes all the way to the Pacific?
Yeah, it goes all
are
the
we
way
landing
to
on
the
water
Pacific.
today? Yes, we are landing. We're going to try landing on water today. We are going to try and land on water today. Oh, good lord! I'm being peppered by the ATC. There we go.
I never have the ATC on because I'm always flying in ultimate realism, which I have all my settings set to real. But I turn ATC off because I'm always on VATSIM.
Exactly.
So I always talk to air traffic control.
All right, now I need to make sure that you actually can catch up because I'm a lot quicker than you are apparently.
Well, I'm flying at about 85 knots.
Yeah, I'm trying to... Hey, Mr. Pilot is here! Welcome, my friend. Hello, hello. Get in there, you crazy Aussie, you. Hope you're doing well. Today we are doing a collaboration with CaptSeppi right here. We are flying over the wonderful area of Yellowstone, and we are going to explore it to its fullest. So, yeah, I am going to see if we can... yeah, I need to... Actually, this is the first time, by the way, I'm flying an X-Cub. Never flown an X-Cub before. And we are going to do a water landing as well. So, yeah. Stay and watch. This is going to be horrible. It's going to be absolutely horrible. The scenery in the new Microsoft Flight Simulator is so good. I've only got Microsoft Flight Simulator X. One day, I'll melt my CPU with the new version. Actually, Jay Blingham, in 18 days' time, there will be a Sim Update 5 release, which should improve the performance dramatically. So it will be even better to run on slower machines. It's going to be really, really good. Trust me on this. I'm now at 85 knots. About that, I think I've got it under control now. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yep. Sim Update 5 is going to be really cool. Get in there, Mr. Pilot. Hope your landing was butter in Rotterdam, my friend. Mr. Pilot, I don't know. I think you know Mr. Pilot, don't you, CaptSeppi?
Yes.
Yeah,
don't know
he's such
him, but yeah,
yeah.
I know of him. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
How
such
can
an
you not
awesome
know
guy.
Mr.
Yeah,
Pilot?
how can you not know Mr. Pilot? Exactly. How can you not know Mr. Pilot? So yeah, he's an awesome, awesome guy. So welcome here, my friend. As I said, hope you had a butter landing. If you do not follow Mr. Pilot yet, what rock have you been living under? Go. He wants to go to 1.2, so give him a few follows, guys. Give him a little bit of cabin crew love. There you go. Now, I see CaptSeppi right there, so I am going to see if I can actually approach you and fly near you.
And this lake that we're approaching here, this is Jackson Lake, and it's fed by the Snake River. It's one of the largest high-altitude lakes in the United States.
Oh, that is cool.
And this would be our first opportunity
to make a water landing. No! Yeah, I'm getting a little bit nervous. Yeah, I'm zigging and zagging all over. This plane is nimble, so much more nimble than. Yeah, it's moving all over. Allegedly.
which makes it really good for for backcountry flying like this. It's really excellent at this.
Yeah, it's a nice bush plane.
Simming. Yep, drunk simming. Yep. I was watching drunk simming yesterday, getting shot at by Somali pilots or pirates, and
still flying along Africa.
There was water landings were made yesterday.
Exactly.
Water landings were made.
I will do that hydrate quickly. Mogadishu was rough. Ouch.
Oh, forfeit is here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and make a water landing too. So what I found in making the water landings was that it was a little bit easier for me if I was inside the cockpit.
I just switched over. Yeah, I never do a landing outside of a cockpit because that is basically asking for it.
Just going to put some flaps in here, right? And manage our speed and just gracefully.
You're talking to me, are you? Are you talking to me? Me and graceful. Yeah, that usually does not work. It's fun though,
right.
But.
All right.
Hello world. Thank you very much for that follow, my friend.
And there we go.
Oh man, you're already on the ground. I am going to attempt a landing right now. It's very hard to actually see where the water is coming up.
Yeah, it is. It is very hard.
Oh, this is going to be bad.
No, it's not going to be bad. You're going to skip a little bit like a rock, but just hold it. Don't try to fight it.
Gear up water. Gear up water.
Gear up water.
Yep, that's it. Now you're very close. You're within probably 20 or 30 feet when you get that. There you go. And just hold it. Just hold it. Don't fight it.
Yeah.
Look at that. Settle down into the water nicely. You can go to an external view. You can take a look at yourself cruising along in the water there.
There we are. We are actually down. Shoney mate.
Look at that.
Oh wow. Only at minus 41 as well. No, you're kidding. No, minus 411. Minus 411. Yeah, that's rough. That is a rough landing. All right, let's pull it up again.
Let's go. Yep, so go ahead and put a notch of flaps in or raise up to a notch of flaps and give it some power.
Let's see. Yep, we're off. We're off. My first water landing. Yay. It worked and I didn't crash. It's so beautiful. That is actually pretty awesome. I'll admit that. That was my very, very first... Where's my skis? That was my very, very first water landing. Oh, good lord. Never done that before.
Awesome.
There's a first for everything. There is a first for everything. And you guys, you saw it. There it is. How cool is this, guys? Oh, but look at the scenery. It's absolutely stunning, guys. And gals. My friend. Wow. Wow, that is pretty right there. Man, living here. Whoa. Oh, yeah. Look at this, my friends. Indeed, stunning views.
This is absolutely, hands down, some of the most beautiful scenery, yeah, in the U.S. There's a lot of places that are beautiful, but this is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Another interesting thing is pay attention to the scenery as we fly. Be sure, if you're outside, look down, look around at everything. And as we traverse from Wyoming through Yellowstone and go into Montana, there is a drastic scenery change. It's amazing how in just a few miles, within realistically maybe 50 miles, 60 miles, the scenery just completely changes.
It's amazing. I actually forgot to refuel, by the way, so I'm shifting my fuel. Yes, I know I'm cheating. I don't care, because I don't fly this. I can do barrel rolls if I want, basically. It's fine. I'm a guy. I want to go fishing in Montana. Yes, indeed. Actually, did you just reference Hunt for the Red October there? Did you just reference Hunt for the Red October? Oh. Jim Leahy is flying behind. Haha, no. Jim Leahy has joined us as well. We now are flying with Bizarro, Jaybird, Blairrock, Raccoon Rising, Forfeit Junk. CaptSeppi is there, of course, in there. Wing, Piper, Drunk Simming. AJ, I'm not sure if I said you, if I already called you out. Jaybird there. It's a very nice group, guys, and I'm way ahead. I'm trying to slow down. I am trying to get the hang of this plane. Also, I also need to make sure, actually, because the fuel is right there, so I need to make sure that the fuel gauges are correctly, but it's fine because I just refueled, so that should be good. Awesome, someone is a trailer park fan. I don't know.
So one of the things that can help you manage the speed in this aircraft is your throttle.
Yeah.
If you keep your throttle around 20 inches manifold pressure, and then use the pitch of your prop, you can have a maximum RPM of about 2,600 RPM. And if you pull it back to about 2,400 RPM, 2,300 RPM, it'll really start to manage your speed. But you can leave your, go ahead.
I just adjusted basically the. I'm still working it out a little bit, and also because I've never had actually an RPM in the 172. You don't use the RPM that much. So it's kind of it's a balancing act right now, what I'm doing. So it's fine.
So this is the difference between flying an aircraft that has a constant speed prop and one that that's not. If you have a prop lever, essentially on aircraft that have one, you set your throttle, you set your manifold pressure, so your throttle is always going to stay in one place, and you can manage your speed with with your prop. That's the difference typically with
so
aircraft.
Oh, that is interesting. That is interesting. And you just overtook me a little bit. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, because I ran
flying ahead.
I actually ran up to about 100 knots here just so I could catch up with you. So
and I'm just below that. Back. So I'm just below that. So right now, and so it's also, of course, you have to manage your trim settings because basically it does help out stuff like that. So
So now I pulled my manifold back to about 20 inches, and I just pulled my prop back to about 2,200 RPM, and I'm decreasing in speed now. So.
Yeah.
I'll probably go up to about 22 or 2,300 as I stabilize and trim out here.
It is actually in this case, it is actually a balancing act between the RPM and your throttle, that and the trim itself. That is pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool. Raccoon. I think the A5 is a bit slower than my Typhoon. I think, maybe. Just a little bit. A tad. Yeah. A smidge. Smidge and a half. Maybe. Yeah. It's a smidge and a half. Slightly. I'm most decidedly not a pilot, and trim adjustments are kryptonite. I can never level out. I need a lot of practice. We all do, my friend. We all do, Jay Blinger. We all do. But the thing is, once you get the hang of it and you get more to flying, and especially if you get the right peripherals in gear, because yes, it is a rabbit hole, and yes, you will go down that rabbit hole, probably, there is a good chance that you can, actually, in my case, I own the Alpha Yoke, the Honeycomb Alpha Yoke, and there is a few buttons on there that you can set for your trim, which makes it a whole lot easier, actually. Airlock Dog, anytime I can get more the Captain the Dude Seppi, I will take it. Cheers, Shoni and Captain. Airlock Dog, that is good to hear, my friend. That is good to hear. Are you a fan of the Dude? Really?
Awesome.
So you're way into bowling, and the rug does pull the room together. Trust me, I am a big fan of the Big Lebowski, actually.
Yep.
So
that's
it's
me.
Awesome.
That's me.
The dude abides, indeed. The dude abides. Yes, he does. Yes. This aggression will not stand, man. Let's go for a White Russian, shall we?
Absolutely. Hey.
Oh man.
You don't think this is just coffee in my cup, do you?
It's a White Russian right there. It is one of the most awesome movies I've seen in many a year. It's it's so much fun. The Big Lebowski is a lot of fun. Oh man, look at this surroundings here. This is so cool. I really should fly this X-Cup a lot more.
It's fun to fly. One note that I want to make, I think Jay was talking about the trim adjustments.
Yeah.
The key in flying an aircraft and getting your trim adjustments correct is first understanding your speed. You have a specific rate of climb that you want to hold, or you have a specific rate of descent you want to hold, or you have a cruising speed that you want to maintain. And the first is getting your speed under control, and then secondly is making small adjustments. If I'm cruising at the speed that I want to cruise at, and I let go of the yoke, or not let go, but ease pressure off on the yoke, and I climb a little bit, then I'm going to put a little bit of down trim in, and I'm going to release pressure a little bit. If I climb, I'm going to put a little bit of down trim in. The problem that many people make with trim is that they try to put too much in. They hold that trim button, or they turn the trim wheel a lot, and then they're going down, and then they want to come up and they pull it back too far. It's very small adjustments.
Yeah, exactly.
Watch other pilots, people that are real life pilots, for example, the Flying Fabio, right? Watch him when he does trim adjustments. He'll do many. He'll reach down. He'll say, "Oh, I need a little bit of right rudder," and he'll put just like a degree or two of right rudder in. And then a couple minutes later, he may come back and say, "I need a little bit more." That's the key, right?
Exactly. It is indeed tiny adjustments. If you want to get that trim under control, just start doing tiny adjustments. Watch your vertical speed, especially if you want to watch that vertical speed and you want to watch it easily. Actually, funnily enough, go to outside view, because the vertical speed, you can see that right there on next to CaptSeppi, actually, right there. So it really does make it easier to get that under control, and it's also at a certain point it becomes more like muscle memory, basically. So you're doing it without even noticing it. So yeah, at least that's how I finally discovered how to actually use the trim to your advantage, and yeah. And also use it for doing landings and stuff like that. You can actually use the trim quite nicely there. So yeah. Cat Food Squad, just downloaded the mod. I'm hopping in now. Awesome, my friend. Good to see you in the air. Yes. Shoni, this is not Vietnam. This is flying. There are rules. Careful, man. There's a beverage here. Indeed. Exactly that there. Jay Blingham. Exactly. Good morning there, Gung Ho guy. Oh, good evening in your case. Exactly. Hello, my friend. Hope you're doing well. And yeah, right now, as I said, CaptSeppi is the takeover. So we are doing that. LMCD spawning in for half an hour. Also, always nice having you along. Drunk Simming, we have... Oh, man, the group is growing indeed. It is growing. Have you looked behind you, man? Have you looked behind you?
Oh, wow, look at that.
Isn't that awesome?
Nice.
So, yeah.
All right, we're going to turn a little bit here, and we're going to take the left fork of this river. And now, this what we're going to follow here, this is actually the Lewis River. History lesson. The Lewis River is named after Meriwether Lewis from Lewis and Clark.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, the Pocahontas, well, yeah, okay. The Disney version wasn't quite correct, let's say. But, yeah. But yeah, Lewis and Clark, exactly, the great explorers, the great American explorers, right there. So this is named after him. Cool. Does Yogi Bear live here? Professor. Hello, Yogi.
Yes. Yogi Bear does live here.
Yogi Bear does live here. Yellowstone, yeah, he does. Jay Blingham.
Man.
I have a very basic flight stick and a map trim to buttons at least. I'm usually flying like a yo-yo when I try to adjust, so I'm probably adjusting by too much. Yes, you are. Yeah, it's slight adjustments, just tiny little adjustments. And once you get the hang of that, you're golden. You're absolutely golden, because that is actually the key to flying. Trying to adjust your trim. Your trim
Now,
is,
hopefully. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead, please. Hopefully.
Hopefully, everybody has Bing Maps turned on. You can look at the graphics, but I would encourage you as we go over the river to look straight down and look at the rapids in the river. They are absolutely amazing as we fly over this.
Well, I do have Bing Maps on, but yes, indeed, you're right. Look at that. You can actually indeed make out the rapids.
Absolutely, yeah. The scenery up here is just beautiful.
It's jaw-droppingly beautiful. It is jaw-droppingly beautiful. It really, really is. It truly, truly is. I mean, it's almost like it is a canyon, actually. It is a canyon.
It is. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is. Hey, Jay Blingham, thank you very much for that follow, man. Welcome to the Cabin Crew. Hope you are enjoying yourself. So yeah, today we have the CaptSeppi takeover. Usually we are flying all over the world in a Cessna 172, but not today. Not today. Today we are flying CaptSeppi's flight all over lovely, lovely Yellowstone Park here. And it's absolutely beautiful, beautiful countryside. It's achingly beautiful, I want to say. Achingly beautiful. But that is also a part why we fly these flights. We want to basically soak up the scenery. That is what we want to do. That is what we want to do. And we are moving and grooving, actually. We are making good time here, CaptSeppi.
Yep.
We are making good time, my friend. Look at that.
We have a lot to see and a lot to fly over, so...
Sorry, I had to laugh out loud. Wing! Yeah, that's a absolute red card right there. Sorry, it's over CaptSeppi, but yeah, it's... Oh, good lord. Just saw Yogi Bear in the woods. He was wiping his butt with a rabbit. Very odd.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe it.
Oh,
yeah.
Poor rabbit. That rabbit will need a psychiatrist and puppets to explain what happened. So...
Hey, Yogi.
Yeah.
Hey, Yogi. You think
Hey,
we have
Yogi.
time for a picnic basket, Yogi?
Oh, good lord. Look at this, guys. Look at this. How cool is that? How cool is that? Man, this is stunning countryside to fly over.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely stunning. Really, really cool.
Yeah, and it just, it's amazing because the flight in here, you know, we're progressively going to see some really cool stuff. I mean, Jackson Hole, we saw Grand Teton. I mean, the mountains are beautiful, and we see the rapids and some canyons. And as we progress, it's really, really going to get absolutely amazing and really beautiful. Every time you see something, you're going to wonder, how can we top that? And we will.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I promise you.
That is the thing. That's the beauty of VFR flying, guys. It is each and every time you fly over something, and you're like, nah, it cannot get better than this. Yeah, just wait. Just give it a few minutes. Just wait. Just wait.
Yep.
It will get better each and every time. That's the beauty of flying. It's absolutely amazing, the freedom that you have, and this, it's awesome. Jay Bingham, after eating all those picnic baskets, I'd imagine he have a sour stomach. Yeah, he might have. He might have. I have a few questions. Was Gilla black? Was Barry white? Was Marvin Gaye? It's just that Stevie wonders. Evil Worm. Yeah, sorry. Again, over CaptSeppi right
Red
there.
card.
But Yeah, red card right there, definitely.
Oh.
And Blair, I've not done much VFR flying, but this makes me want to do it so much more often. Blair, I can only recommend it, my friend. I can only recommend it. It's so awesome. VFR flying, GA VFR flying is the reason why we started this incredibly crazy flight around the world. And here we are having so much fun with a lot of people. With you, CaptSeppi, who is always ready to and happy to chat along with us and you know, having a lot of fun. So yeah, don't hold it in front of CaptSeppi. He needs to see where he's flying the red card. yeah.
It's okay. I'm trimmed out. I can let go of the yoke. I'm good.
Yeah, exactly. I've got the same thing. I finally got this thing under control, kinda. So it's yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad actually. Once you get the hang of that thing, it's nice.
This little body of water that Shoni is flying over now is Lewis Lake, also named after.
The man had a lot of things named after him. And by then we are headed in the distance towards Yellowstone Lake, if I'm not mistaken.
We are headed towards Yellowstone Lake, that is correct. Jay, also, I wanted to mention one other thing that might help you. You were talking about your controller. Real world pilots, we don't fly like this. Okay? You'll see. Nope. We don't fly like this. You fly like this.
Yeah.
You take 2 fingers and a thumb, and you hold the yoke, the top of the yoke, with 2 fingers and a thumb. It's gentle movements. Everything is gentle. It's very finesse. You never death grip anything. So small movements, even on your joystick, that might help you as well. Very small movements, finesse, absolute finesse.
Yeah, quite true. Airlock, Doc, which plane again? If you go to the Shoni Gaming Discord channel, actually, there is a flight plan section. There are 2 documents there. One is the actual flight plan that we are now flying right there. And the other one has a document. It is a PDF with all the links for the planes. This one is the X-Cup from the Bush League Legends, actually. What you're now seeing here, this plane, this is the X-Cup from the Bush League Legends. So, yeah. Roy, good to see you, man. Hello, by the way. Hope you're doing well. And glad you're back. My flight instructor said once, hold it like a rotten banana. That's actually not a bad idea. Yeah.
That's true. Evil Worm. I don't live. I live in Nashville. I live in Nashville, Tennessee, right in the heart of the United States. I did live close to here. I lived in Denver for many years. I lived in Colorado Springs, south of that, for many years, near Pikes Peak. That's where Colorado Springs is in Colorado. And I've done a lot of fishing out here. I'm an avid fly fisherman. So Bozeman, Montana, Billings, Montana, Yellowstone, a lot of these areas. This is world-class trout fishing, by the way, up here in Yellowstone. As we approach Yellowstone Lake, this is the largest body of water in the national park here at almost 7,800 feet in altitude above sea level. It's the largest freshwater lake above 7,000 feet in the United States.
Yeah, because we are already flying. I'm flying at 9,000 feet. I'm not that high, actually. Yeah. It's pretty high here.
It is. It is very high. And at the end of the lake here, there's a place called Fishing Bridge. And Fishing Bridge has been a fishing spot since around 1902. And this is cutthroat trout. This is it. If you want cutthroat trout, you come here. This is world-class trout fishing up here. Absolutely.
It's absolutely stunningly beautiful here. Man, I have no words for this. I mean, as you know, I'm from the Netherlands. Yeah, not even close. Not even. We are at 0 feet. Actually, the entire country is basically 0 feet. Actually, I'm at -2. I live 2 meters below sea level. So yeah, there's something like that. It's simply not here. We have, if we want views like this, we have to go towards France, Italy, of course, Switzerland, Austria, Germany. Yeah, but yeah. Limburg would like to have a word with you. Mart, you're absolutely right. I'm sorry, Limburg is actually a little bit higher. It's one of our provinces in the south, and it's well, we could call it hilly. That's about it.
Jay, I'm gonna let Shoni give an answer to this as well, but I'm also going to give my opinion because this is a very opinionated question, I guess. Because Jay says, what resources would you all recommend for someone who wants to properly learn how to fly in sim, throttle, trim, instruments, etc.? I caution people when they're in my stream and they look at what I have, because I have a full-blown instrument panel, full cockpit, touchscreen, everything, the whole shoot match. It's like being in an aircraft. I replicate all the instruments and everything. I would caution people against going that route. It has immersion. It is a lot of fun, but that may not be what you're interested in. I would definitely start with the controls that are going to make the most difference in your ability to fly well. And that is a good joystick, a good throttle, and a good set of rudder pedals, regardless of what those are. I have an Alpha and a Bravo by Honeycomb, and I have the Logitech rudder pedals and a wild variety of other things. Once you start with the basics, right? Throttle, good rudder, good yoke. Find out how you like to fly, right? What do you want to do? Do you feel that you want a radio stack? Do you feel that you would like to purchase an individual instrument? Do you feel that you want to get something like Air Manager, like I use, and buy and get instruments out of the store and do those, or write your own in Lua or whatever? Because that's where things are really going to be able to diverge. That's where you're really going to be able to take off in a bunch of different directions and meet your own needs. Don't feel obligated because you see other streamers or other people with lots of gear. From my experience, I'm a pilot, and in closing, I'll say I've seen stuff that other people have, and I bought it, and I have ended up wasting my money because in the long term, I realized this is not really what I want. This is not really the direction that I go in. So I ended up selling it at a loss and buying something else. So I would take the time, once you get the basic three, to explore what you're flying, the types of aircraft you're flying, what you're flying, and then build on your sim setup from there. There's a lot of great resources out there. Even DIY, there's tons of great resources out there. Campers doing a lot of good stuff, and everybody else. And then now I'll let Shoni answer the question.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I agree with you on a large part of that. First of all, figure out what you want to fly and what you want to fly the most. That is, I think, the most important thing, because that really determines which direction you will be going. If you're flying more like a stick-based plane, you may want to stick to either a HOTAS, a good HOTAS system, or a good joystick in combination with a throttle system or whatever. That's an option, or go for the full yoke system. It does help out a lot. Indeed, what Mart says, for immersion, actually, VR has come down a lot of late, and it does help it quite a lot. But you need a quite hefty system to actually run that in combination with Microsoft Flight Simulator if you want to have high resolution. Other than that, first learn how to fly and have a little bit of fun with this simulator. That's the most important thing. And once you're there, start traveling down the rabbit hole that you choose. And trust me, there are several rabbit holes to go down into this. You can go as far as you like. CaptSeppi, who has built his entire setup basically from scratch in combination with a good yoke and a good throttle system. But there are other ways to go as well. You can buy some of that stuff, or even leave it alone completely and just have a little bit of fun with a controller. Why not? I mean, we have people here flying with mouse and keyboard. I salute you all, but it's not something I can do. But it shows how much diversity there is in actually flying around, having fun, and creating your own environment and your own system. But first and foremost, fly the simulation and figure out what you like the most. In my case, it was GA. I love GA flying. I love it absolutely to death. But that doesn't mean I don't like flying commercial, for instance. From time to time, I fly commercial. So yeah, and I mean, it's it figure out your way, figure out you can go your own way. Exactly that. So it's you know, and it's all good. It's all good because it is in the end it is a sandbox that we are flying. It is a sandbox, so you can basically do whatever you like, and that's the most important thing. Figure it out first and move on from there. So yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. So yeah.
And here at the north end of the lake where I am now, you'll see a series of bridges. And these bridges, this is fishing bridge, what they call fishing bridge. People line these bridges and just pull trout out of the water like you just would not believe. This is
good trout.
Very hot spot right here, fishing bridge. One other note that I wanted to say in regards to that, somebody brought up VR. And this is exactly what I was alluding to in my previous conversation. I have VR. I have an Oculus, and I use it with some stuff. But my style of flying is I have all these instruments and I want to touch stuff. I want to turn my radio knobs, right? I don't want to click a mouse to turn a radio knob. I want to turn a physical radio knob. I want to push a physical button. I want to flip a physical switch. I want to look at real instruments. And I have this big instrument panel with a real SimGear G1000 and all kinds of stuff in it. But in VR, that's not practical. Because when I have that VR headset on, I can't see where these switches are. I have to now feel all around for them because I have such a large instrument panel.
It would be great if there would be some sort of AR augmented reality thing would be, you know, that would be pretty awesome if they could do that. That would be cool.
And I'm in no way knocking VR because it's great. VR, it is. I mean, that really is a whole different level of immersion.
It has come a long way.
If you're the kind of a person that likes to touch stuff, right, then that's the things that you're going to have to find out, right? That's what you're going to have to find out. Exactly. And that's what I was alluding to. Don't buy something because, you know, hey, you could replicate my system and then decide, man, I really love VR, and then now it's not practical.
Yeah, that is quite true. That is quite true. As I said, there are several ways to walk this simulation and do and reach the goals that you want in this simulation. That is the most important thing. You know, what do you want to get out of this sim, and that is the most important thing. So yeah,
make it.
Thank you so much for yeah, exactly. Thank you so much for all the entertaining entertaining a noob. Man, first and foremost, Jay Blingham, we are all here to help each other out. That is the great thing about the Microsoft Flight Sim, or the community, the Flight Sim community in general. Actually, we are all here to help each other out, all here to have a lot of fun together. There is hardly any toxicity, so it's just great to fly with everyone, have a little bit of fun, and enjoy each other's company. That is why we're here, and there is no such thing as a stupid question. There is just a stupid answer, mostly from me. So yeah, that's it. So don't ever hesitate to ask any questions, guys. Don't ever hesitate to ask any questions. Piper, server announcement. People are flying the X-Cup. Don't forget to switch the fuel tank in time. That is actually a good one. That is actually a good one, because right now I am
fuel and balance.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuel and
balance. But we're fine actually. Huh? Interesting.
Okay, so I'm gonna make a left turning circle here because I am turning over the first hot spring that we've come across, and this is called Dragon's Mouth Spring, where I'm flying a circle here. You really can't see it in the game, although you can see that there's a parking area down there and you can see some stuff. But there's actually a cave here. And the cave, if you go Google it or look it up, resembles a dragon's mouth. And
really?
Steam comes out of it. So when people, in the old days, when people used to come to this area and they would see it, the superstition was there's a dragon in there sleeping and he's breathing, and that's the steam coming out. So it's called Dragon's Mouth Spring.
That is cool. And that's in the area where you are flying right now?
Yeah. I just made a left turning circle over it.
Yeah, okay. So we just passed over it, but yeah, I'm going to make a circle here just to make sure you can catch up again. And
oh, I'll just boost some RPMs here.
Kingsman, good to see you, man. Geek Guy, hello. Mr. Pilot just followed Seppi. Good to hear, man. You should.
Awesome.
I've been following him for quite a while. Unfortunately, usually I can't catch your streams. It's so annoying. But yeah, I try to see your VODs, but at times too. And I have a backlog of VODs to watch, actually. It's horrible. It is absolutely horrible. But hey, it is what it is. As you know, being a streamer, and Mr. Pilot knows this as well, of course, as any other streamer, it is a lot of fun to stream. It is incredibly much fun. It's so much fun to stream, but it also takes up a lot of your time, actually. It does take a lot of your time, unfortunately. But that's fine. That is fine.
I pick and choose. I pick and choose my time. There's a reason. Again, I'm in Nashville, right? I'm in Central Time. So for me, when I stream at 8 p.m. my time. And the reason why I do it at that time is, one, I work during the day, but I could stream earlier. But there are very many streamers out there that have great quality streams, right? Captain Arash kicks the day off every day with a brilliant stream. That's followed up by Shoney. That's followed up by the Flying Fabio. Yep. You know, that goes into other people like Colonel Fork and Drunk Simming and a bunch of other people that stream throughout the day. Yep. And in the evenings, you know, also in the day, we have Allison Johnson streams.
Allison Johnson, lovely. So cool to watch.
Man, she is recreating Amelia Earhart's flight.
Earhart's flight,
it's absolutely amazing.
Yeah. And she's getting the Electra. Oh, she's already in the Electra, isn't she? Right now.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. She's either getting in it or she's in it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's so cool. Yeah, there are so many good streamers out there.
We have Two-Tone Murphy.
CDL.
CDL.
The list goes on.
Throughout the day.
So Jamie, of course, London Controller. Don't forget him.
Yep. So I kind of bring in the end of the day. I kind of close it out, right? You can join me in the evenings, and you know we're gonna have a casual flight. You know, I do Mileage Monday, which is, let's just do this. This is my Mileage Monday. Let's just go fly somewhere, or let's do something, you know, whatever. Around the World on Wednesday, FedEx on Friday. I fly actual real FedEx routes. I'm part of Virtual FedEx. I'm a member there, and I'm assigned to the Anchorage hub. They replicate everything FedEx, so it's all real routes and everything like that. And I fly out of the Anchorage hub, although right now I'm flying out of the Memphis hub, but I'm assigned to the Anchorage hub. And then School on Sundays, we talk about stuff.
Awesome. And, yeah, it's so cool. It's such a cool community actually to do this. It's let me see. All of those streamers, London Controller is the only one that I already follow. Well, there are a lot more to follow out there, Jay Blingham. It's a large group, and thank you very much for being here. Radio DJ, hello, my friend. We have Mr. Pilot. The amazing support makes it all worth it. Yes, it does, buddy. Indeed, it does. Airlock Dog, if I didn't stream because there's another fabulous streamer on right now, I would never be able to stream. Lol. So many great streamers. Thank you very much, Airlock Dog, right there for those kind words. Look at this.
So now we're getting into some real steep canyons, and right about where I am right now, this is called Silver Cord Cascade. And to the right, there's a waterfall, and you can just kind of make it out if you get really close and you can see it. But in real life, it's a very small, thin waterfall. But it is the tallest waterfall in Yellowstone. It plunges from that little lake on the right down 1,200 feet or 370 meters down into the Yellowstone River.
Incredible. Absolutely amazing sights. This is so cool. This is so utterly cool. I mean, it's beautiful countryside. And what I really do hope is that they find a way to actually make flowing rivers and flowing water in future. I mean, I have not heard them about it, but yeah. I mean, things like actual waterfalls working, that will be so cool. That will be so cool. Yeah.
That will be amazing. And now we're really going to start getting into some deep canyons in here. We're going to fly through these. So normal circumstances, we might not be flying an X Cub through here. The winds would probably be whipping around pretty good in between these narrow canyons.
That's not something you really are looking forward to in a tiny light plane like this, because don't forget, this plane doesn't weigh anything. It's so lightweight, so it's basically always exposed to the weather and to the wind. It is you have to make sure that that you know what you're doing when you're flying something like this close in a canyon. It's definitely. I'm finding out today for sure. I've wanted to get involved in Flight Sim for a while. So glad I found your stream this morning. Glad to hear that, Jay Blingham. Glad to hear that, Jay. It is good to see you here. Go give it a try. Go try it out. If you want to just try it out, by the way, go check out Microsoft's Game Pass. You can get that for $1 a month for the first 3 months. And basically, this standard version of Microsoft Flight Simulator is included. This is included in the Microsoft Game Pass with all the other great games, but this is included as well. So yeah, thank you very much for that, CaptSeppi. That is very kind to actually sub him to the channel as well. You legend, Captain. You're an absolute legend. Yes, you are.
Thank you.
So yeah, it's so cool. Let's see, who else do we have here? Drunk Simming. Oh wow, must be a lot of noise with not much water going so quickly. Yes, indeed. CaptSeppi, will we see some dams? Right there, that one's from Piper. And Goblin Zeus, welcome, good to see you, man.
The answer to that question is yes, we will fly over some reservoirs.
So it's, damn, that's a big reservoir. Yeah. There we go. Yes, that is truly amazing indeed. You are now able, Jay, to actually also use the wonderful Shoney Gaming emotes that we have available, man. And we have a few. So, yeah, make use of them. Make good use of them. Mostly hype and good vibes. What we do here is we like to propagate the good vibes feeling. Yeah, definitely use the good vibes a lot. We do a wall of good vibes, guys. So, let's do that. Let's give a wall of good vibes as a thank you to CaptSeppi, who is flying right there. Wall of good vibes, guys. Give him a wall right there. Exactly. Pull up the wall of good vibes. There we go. That's it. That's awesome. It. That's it. Good vibes. Well, if you're a dude lover, you have to have good vibes, man. It's right. Just the way it works. It's just the way it works.
One of the things that I neglected to mention too, but you know what? You can't mention everything because Shoney, I'm sure, is going to come here on his flight, so he'll have to check it out when he visits Yellowstone on his Around the World. But where I mentioned Cascade Falls, the highest falls, just before that, I overlooked the fact that we passed over the upper and lower falls of Yellowstone. And if you can't see them, and it's not moving water, but if you look down, you can see all the rapids, and that is kind of cool.
So lovely, this. It is. To be honest, flying through this canyon, it is really cool. I mean, I'm just flying above it, slightly above it, not below it, but slightly above it, so we can keep an eye on those wonderful mountains in the distance, and keep an eye on everyone that's flying along a little bit, but I do follow it rigorously. Yes, indeed. But it's beautiful, absolutely stunningly beautiful here. But has this also been improved since the USA update, actually?
I think this was improved one time, yes.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they are improving it constantly over time, by the way, as well. What a lot of people think actually is, for instance, now the Germany release will be in August. Well, Germany, Switzerland, Austria, actually, of course. And what a lot of people think is that Asobo actually focuses quite tightly on those updates, but that's not true. They constantly are tweaking all the other updates as well. A lot of people don't know that, actually, but they're constantly tweaking it. So even USA, which was the first one to get a world update, is still getting a lot of extra updates as well. Funnily enough, that's pretty cool, actually. Okay,
All right,
hello,
we're
Doc.
gonna-
Now that I have downloaded everything from Bush League Legends, I have to sort them all out. Indeed you do, my friend. Indeed you do.
We're going to be making a left turn right here, and the left turn location here is Tower Falls, and this is another site where a lot of people come. The Tower Falls get their name from the rocky pinnacles that are surrounding the falls. They look like towers, and if you look, you actually can see that a little bit. But there's another set of waterfalls for you, and we're gonna now fly through the mountains.
Mountains, Gandalf! I want to see mountains! Sorry. Had to do it. It's a thing. I have to do that. Being a great Tolkien fan, I have to do that. It absolutely looks stunning.
Somebody
Marked.
needs to bring me some more Kahlua.
Indeed! White Russians coming! White Russians coming! Thou shalt not pass! Exactly! You shall not pass! There we go! That's what I want to hear!
I was just thinking somebody needs to bring me some more Kahlua.
Exactly! Where are those White Russians when you need them? Where are the... I hear drums. Drums in the deep. Exactly.
It may only be 7 a.m. in Nashville, but it is 5 o'clock somewhere.
It is indeed 5 o'clock always somewhere. Actually, we are... it's 2 o'clock here in the Netherlands, so let's say, yeah, somewhere near the... yeah, somewhere near India. Well, in India, I think it's... Ajit, are you still here? If you are here, what time is it there right now? Should be drinking time. It's 5 o'clock somewhere in the world. Indeed it is. By the way, Captain Scooter, how good to see you, man. Hello, hello, hello. We are today doing Captain Seppi's flight right there, having a lot of... Oh, there you go, 5:34 in India. There you go, PM. It's 5 in India.
Kahlua
Yeah,
time.
guys.
White Russian.
Kahlua time. Why bring in the White Russians? A White Russian breakfast. Breakfast of champions, yes. So it's 21:30 hours here. So yeah, it's good lord, man. No goblins here, only me. Yeah, we know you, you little scamp, you goblin scamp, you. I'm loving all the Big Lebowski references. I'm going to need to watch that again later. One of my favorite movies. Indeed, indeed. Indeed it is. It is a lot of laughs. It is such a good movie. It is. Alright, I need to gain a little bit of height before I faceplant myself straight into a mountain. That will be...
Do I need to set up a watch party and stream that?
Sorry?
I said, do I need to set up a watch party and stream that movie?
Yeah, who knows? Who knows? Apparently. Let's get people educated on the Big Lebowski.
There you go. Everybody makes that comment. I hear, I hear it all the time. More than once, as actually dozens and dozens of times. Fabio is all about my beard. Fabio says, I just want his beard. I just want his beard. No.
Well, I'm always clean shaven. Yeah, I'm going for the George Clooney look.
There you go. I'm thinking I'm going to Photoshop my beard onto Fabio and paste it in his Discord.
That is hilarious. That is hilarious. That will absolutely kill him. By the way, talking about Fabio, actually, as you may or may not know, guys, I have been working on a talk show for a few months now. We're going to do a flight sim talk show, and the first one on the talk show, that will be on the 17th of June at 1 p.m. Central European Standard Time. It's called Sim Talk, and we are going to talk about all things flight sim. And Fabio and Tuto Murphy will be the first guests, actually. So, yeah, we will be having Fabio and and Two-Tone and Murph will be having them as well. So it's going to be really, really cool. And from there on, we are going to have a lot of you. We'll probably have you on as well there, as well as Captain Arash, Mr. Pilot, you know, but also people who actually create a lot of stuff, like actually create what you have done, for instance. That's pretty cool. So create your own cockpit, makers, but also modders and stuff like that. Maybe even developers if they want to come on. That will be cool as well. So if Sobo wants to come on as well, if Jorg or Martial or Sebastian would come on, that will be awesome as well. So we could talk about that in detail. But it's going to be pretty cool. So we are going to enjoy that a lot. That will be from the 17th on the 17th of June. It will be the first episode. So yeah, Fabio and Murph are the first two guests actually. So that's something to look forward to.
That's awesome. I look forward to it. I look forward to it, Shoni, and we will be there, and we'll definitely be watching it, spreading the word for that as well.
Awesome.
Everybody come out and support your favorite streamers.
Yeah.
And thank you for the invite, for the opportunity for a future one. I just enjoy doing this. I'm blessed to be a Twitch affiliate, right? To have the followers that have given me that, and I appreciate you all. I thank you all for those subs and the follows and watching my streams. That makes that possible. But really, I would do this anyway.
Yeah.
I stream because look. This is why I stream. Look around us. Take a look, Shani. Turn your camera around. This is why I stream, because this is an opportunity to see things that we just don't get to see. And this is so amazingly beautiful that I just want to share this with people. And if people enjoy that and, and they like me, then, hey, come on. More the merrier.
Exactly. Exactly that.
I don't ask for anything, but I'm very, very grateful for everything that I do receive. So thank you very much. And I'm looking at chat and I'm seeing all this. I can give half of my beard to Shoni and I would still have enough. You're probably right, because I got a lot here and I might Photoshop half of it on Shoni.
Beard guy. So Murph will be on. Murph will be on as well. So we will be having both Fabio and Murph. That's going to be really, really cool. So yeah, it is going to be pretty cool. Yes, the Thunderflies are there as well as the Flying Fabio crew. It will be pretty cool, guys. So yeah, Devil Dude, CaptSeppi. That is CaptSeppi right there. If you have not followed him, why haven't you? Go follow him. Give him a follow, man. Go do that. It's he's a pretty awesome streamer. Exactly. Go give a shout out. Thank you very much for that shout out there, Weem. And it's this flight is the Cabin Crew Takeover by CaptSeppi today. CaptSeppi right here. It's a wonderful flight right now. I'm enjoying this so much. Not only am I enjoying flying the X-Cub for the first time, which is a lot of fun actually. It is a lot of fun to fly, but yeah, it's also the country. The area here is absolutely jaw-droppingly beautiful. Yes, sure. Can you still talk, Shoni? Yeah, I can, kinda. And it's a wonderful flight so far. I'm having a lot of fun, man. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for doing this. Yeah, where are you? There you are.
Yep.
Thank you very much for doing this.
Oh, you're welcome. So now you can see the terrain changed a little bit. I mean, we came out of the canyons. It's a little bit flat, but it's still we still have a lot of terrain. The Gibbon River here that we're flying over now. Oh, this is more just absolutely amazingly awesome trout fishing here. I mean, this is what you, if you ever hear backcountry fishing, this is it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, in real life. You're never going to be able to bring an X-Cub into Yellowstone and land it on a river. You can't land in a national park, right? You're not going to land on any of these lakes.
It's simply not allowed.
Yeah, you have to land on a runway, and the closest one here would be Yellowstone. We're going to fly over that. So you really have to either hike back here or get here, some other way. And but it's amazing for those who have the opportunity to do backcountry fishing like this. I mean, it's just going to be just absolutely amazing. Like, I mean, you won't believe it.
Parachute in, maybe that will be an option, baby. But yeah, yeah, it is absolutely. And stop talking about the trout, man. I'm getting hungry for trout now. I need trout. Yeah, man. Oh, I love to cook. Cooking is actually one of my hobbies. So
there's a little waterfall over here too, Cascade Waterfalls that I just flew by over here.
Right there. Yeah, actually, you can make it out, kind of.
Yep.
So yeah, pull up, basically.
500.
Yep. Finesse, gentle
slight movements.
Yeah. Imagine you're part of the airplane. Imagine you're flying. And you're not going to make an abrupt movement. You're not going to jerk yourself from one side to another like this. Yeah. You're just going to glide. You're going to be so gentle.
We swoop.
Now this area that we're coming up here too, I'm going to make a left turning circle up here as well. So you guys can make a left turning circle as well when we get up here to the area where there's no trees. It's a little clearing up here because this is worthy of a little bit of conversation. This area here is called Norris Basin, and Norris Basin contains the largest number of hot springs and geysers in Yellowstone. And if you look below, you will actually see some beautiful images of some hot springs.
Oh, really? There, yeah.
There's like Root Pool and many more. Now, the interesting thing is here, and people most recognize Yellowstone for the home of Old Faithful.
Yeah.
There's a geyser here that's called Steamboat Geyser. And Steamboat Geyser, and by the way, let me interrupt myself, because as you fly around this area in a circle, be sure to look at the colors, because the waters are actually blue, and the oranges and the browns and the greens that you see around these springs, this is the way it really looks. You really
incredible,
see those
isn't
colors
it?
From the chemicals and everything that are there.
It's basically what's boiling up out of the earth, basically.
Yes. Yep. And to speak back about Steamboat Geyser is the world's tallest active geyser. Most people think that Old Faithful is.
I thought it was Old Faithful.
No. Now, let me put it in perspective. Steamboat Geyser erupts, and when it erupts, it spews boiling water 1,600 feet into the air.
Really? Wow.
1,600 feet. If it erupted when we were flying above it right now, it would take us out.
We have a problem. Yeah, we have a problem. We'd be dead.
Yeah.
We'd be dead.
You'd be dead. But Old Faithful, when it erupts, only erupts to about 120 or 30 feet.
Really?
That's the difference. Yep.
That's in comparison, that's not even close.
No, not even close. Now, the reason why it's not as popular as Old Faithful is because they don't know when Steamboat Geyser is going to erupt. The last time it erupted is quite some time ago, and it is not on a timetable. But when it erupts, it is an absolute major deal.
It's a beast. That's actually a beast. Now, I'm going to follow you again.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm still circling. I'm still circling. Yeah.
I mean, when you look at those, it's just absolutely amazing. And we have some more to see. But I'm picking up the river back here again. I'm gonna go through this little canyon.
A moist beast, indeed it is. It's very moist. Yes, it is moist. And a lot of people are off again. You're welcome. Oh man, it's so beautiful here, and and the information is wonderful. I mean, it's really, really cool to learn all these incredibly cool things. I really was in the. I really thought that Old Faithful was the biggest one right there. So yeah, I really thought that was one right there, but yeah, it isn't. Red card, exactly. Well, I can actually do it. There you go. Red card, right there. I actually have a red card. So, for those that are wondering and new here are just watching, if you get a red card, that is not a bad thing. That's actually a mark of honor. So, get as many red cards as you can, and you can do that by doing dad jokes and stuff like that. Tongue-in-cheeks, double entendres, yes, go forth and make them, and you will get a red card, and yeah, that's what you want. But yeah, oh, look at this, guys. It is absolutely beautiful, beautiful countryside here. Wow. Oh, we are definitely flying over this again in the future, but that's a long time off. That will be at least 2.5, 3 years, something. No, even more than that, I think. Because this is more on the, is this more on the eastern or the western side? I'm not sure, actually.
This is like right in the middle, kind of like in the middle. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's closer to the west. It's closer to the west, but it is really kind of in the middle.
Yeah, I think it will be at least, yeah, 3.5, 4 years, maybe even before we are arriving here again on our world flight. So yeah, it will take quite a while before we're there. But today we are enjoying it in all its beauty, and that's fine. That is absolutely fine, yeah. The eastern edge of the western third. Exactly. I thought red cards got you kicked out of a soccer game. DC Viper, yes, red cards do get you kicked out of a soccer game. Here, it is a mark of honor. Yes, we actually have the animation. Unfortunately, if I do that now, that's what happened with CaptSeppi, right there. That one happened right there. So yeah.
Actually, you didn't see that, but I almost got a really good red card because I just flipped my fuel and turned it off.
Ooh, that is interesting.
Fortunately, I caught it before the engine quit. But
talking about fuel, actually, how are we doing? Because yeah, that's about 20 on this side and 20 on that side. When do I actually need to start pumping fuel? And do I flip or do I switch
you
it?
Flip.
Or?
Yeah, there's a little red handle,
yeah,
little
I see
red
it.
knob, and
Yep.
and
I
flip
can
it between left and right. Typically, in aviation, it's about every 20 to 30 minutes that you're going to flip tank, depending, on the type of aircraft it is. So usually, the good thing to do, most aircraft all have a timer on the yoke or something. If not, set it on your phone, but just set a reminder every 20 or 30 minutes, and then flip it.
Yeah.
Just don't flip it off.
Just don't
flip it off.
Yeah. Right on top of him, and that's earned. That is earned. Don't flip him off. Nicely played there, Captain. Nicely played there. Yes, I salute you, my friend. I salute you. Well played. All right, but that just worked fine. Exactly. There we go. Pantry. Exactly.
Pan.
Oh, good lord, guys. This is such... It's a beautiful flight so far. I'm really enjoying this. And we have a lot of the cabin crew flying around with us. Look at that, guys. The sky is absolutely filled. Rumpelzuck, if you are flying along, and well, I think you are, and because you're flying the CC-19. But Rumpelzuck, if you are in the chat, say hello so we know who you are, my friends. So we know who you are. And we have Druid Zeus right there, AJ Rawlings, Flight Sergeant Jamel is there, my rock, CaptSeppi in front, who we are following, and Mart is flying along. I think Mart is flying in the H-135 in the helicopter, which is really cool. We have Los Reaper right behind us, Weem, Forfeit Junk, I think you're flying in the Icon, aren't you? Or in the Icon A5. We have Bizarro right there, Rumpelzuck, Raccoon Rising, Jaybird, Piper, and Drunk simming behind us. Rumpelzuck, yes, I'm following. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome on this cabin crew takeover today. I'm Shoni from Shoni Gaming. Right there next to me is my friend CaptSeppi. We are today flying over a wonderful Yellowstone Park. Usually I stream from Wednesdays to Fridays, and that's from 1 p.m. Central European Standard Time to about 5, 6, and or 4, 5, sorry, and we fly all around the world, doing a 600,000 kilometer flight, basically flying everywhere and seeing every country in the Cessna 172. But today we have a cabin crew takeover, and CaptSeppi has when are your streaming times, CaptSeppi?
My streaming times are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. Central Time, and I believe that's 10100 Zulu currently.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Good man. So yeah, give CaptSeppi a follow. He deserves it. I mean, he's a wonderful, wonderful streamer. He's the dude. Yeah, you will be the dude from now on. You know, you will be the
That's
dude
right.
from
That's
now
fine.
on. Yeah.
That's fine.
You will be
I
the
will.
dude from
I
now.
will gladly wear that as a badge of honor.
Exactly. That is a badge of honor. In my opinion, that is a very big badge of honor indeed. Indeed it is. Indeed it is. Night there, Blair, man. Good to see you, man. Hope you had a wonderful, wonderful time here, and we will see you soon again, man. Yes, this is a regular returning thing. Collaborating with other streamers is something I do quite often, actually. I've already flown or actually even you guys can take over as well. It's not just streamers, by the way. You guys can take over as well, not the rug. Exactly. But yeah, guys, you guys can take over the stream as well. It's not just for streamers, it's also for cabin crew members as well. So if you fly along with me, you have a wonderful plan of a flight, you can actually join. Yeah. Where are we heading to? Do we have a close by we are actually if you look at the top right here, you can see the flight plan that we are still flying West Yellowstone. We are right in the middle, well, yeah, on the western side actually of the United States. And we are flying over Yellowstone right there. Hey Noah, good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well.
If somebody's looking for a close airport to join us, they can start at Yellowstone, which is Kilo Whiskey Yankee Sierra, KWYS.
Yeah, exactly. I think we have a nearest here, but I don't know how to activate that. Not sure. I saw it somewhere.
The nearest is at the bottom of the G3X touch.
Yeah, exactly. I see it.
And,
yeah.
And you can click it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's Kilo Whiskey Yankee Sierra. That is the closest one. That is 17 nautical miles away. That is the closest one that we can do. If you want to take off, or just simply hop on and fly along with the group, it is that easy actually, because we have a large group. As you can see, we're on the North European server. Sorry, the North European server, and just follow us along. I hardly look at the GPS anyway. I actually just look at CaptSeppi and follow him. So it's fine. It's absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine.
Now I'm going to make another rotating left turn, because this is what everybody associates Yellowstone for. This is Old Faithful, the most popular geyser in the world.
Right down there. Right down
so
there.
It's
right in front of me.
Right off. Yep, right off my left wing.
Faithful. Yep.
Yep, right off my left wing, you can see pavement that looks like a half circle, and a half circle that kind of goes around. Raccoon Gaming is flying right over it.
Yeah.
So Old Faithful is right there. Old Faithful is very regular. It has a very well-defined schedule. Every 65 minutes, Old Faithful will erupt. If its eruption has lasted under 2.5 minutes, it will continue on a 65-minute schedule. If the eruption is over 2.5 minutes, the next eruption will be 95 minutes later.
So that's the reason why it's called Old Faithful, basically, because you always know when it will erupt. Yeah.
Yes. And then one other note.
Basically, it's an if-then-else, actually. I just figured that one out. If-then-else. Yep.
When Old Faithful erupts, it spews 14,000 gallons or 32,000 liters of boiling water 120 feet into the air.
Phobos, thank you very much there, man. I hope you're doing well in the Caribbean. Hope you're doing wonderful. Hope and man, it's indeed nearly weekend, my friend. It is nearly weekend. We are nearly there. But yeah, it's and indeed DC Viper programmer jokes. Yep, programmer jokes indeed. I didn't know about the different timings. Really interesting. Exactly. It is. It truly is. I mean, I've learned already quite a lot from CaptSeppi right here. So yeah. It's indeed, Geek Guy. It's Friday. Yes, it is. Indeed, it is. Actually, what I really just discovered is how economic this plane flies. Is it just me, or is that usual?
No. Oh, it's you. This aircraft sips fuel.
Yeah,
Sips.
it's like tiny little sips right there. It's incredible. Yeah. I believe I could be wrong. The slow-mo guy strapped to a phantom camera to a drone and filmed an eruption in slow motion, almost destroying the equipment in the process. Rick Murray, that would not surprise me. That would not surprise me, actually. So, yeah. It's, by the way, man, Rick Murray, good to see you, man. Haven't seen you. I don't think I've seen you in quite a while, actually, but glad you are here again. So, yeah. You were actually, Rick, you were featured recently in my birthday stream. You were featured in my birthday stream. Remember the parking on Gibraltar? Remember that, my friend? So, yeah. Hey, Metal Chi! My dude! Hope you're doing well. Hope you are having fun, my friend. Yeah, you were. Yep. Nailed it, actually. So, yeah. Oh, look at this, guys. Wow. It actually looks like that, Captain? That lake?
Yes, so that's a feature that I want to point out here. So the feature that I'm passing right now, just to the left of my left wing, that is actually called Grand Prismatic Spring, and Shoney is flying over it. Grand Prismatic Spring. This is another Easter egg. That is actually the most photographed feature in Yellowstone, even more than Old Faithful. Because of the multiple colors, and it does look exactly like that.
Isn't it very toxic?
No, it's not toxic, but it's very hot. And the interesting thing is that NASA uses that spring to study, and people can go there. It's not like blocked off or anything like the government has it, but NASA uses that spring to test for life on other planets, because they have found that you would think that water is nearly boiling in temperature, and you would think there would be no life there, but they actually did in fact find microbes there. So NASA uses that as a test bed for life on other planets, because they're investigating how things live in extreme temperatures.
Exactly. Haven't they tested tardigrades right in there as well and stuff like that? Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Really cool. Yep.
Really cool. And here's another thing. Those microbes that I was just referencing that they have found living in that extreme hot temperature, those were the same microbes which they identified first in 1950 that led to the completion or the mapping of the human genome.
Really? That is very interesting. That's pretty cool, actually. That is pretty cool. Yep. That's cool information right there.
Yep.
That is pretty cool. By the way, Rick Murray, thank you very much. Yes, it was a wonderful birthday stream. You can watch it, by the way. It's still on YouTube. It is on YouTube right now. And yeah, there's a 15-minute feature there that Amica made with a lot of streamers saying, well, wishing me happy birthday and stuff like that. But there are a few funny things in there as well. And you were in there as well. Featured, definitely. I thought I got a red card for that. Snuck it in under the radar. Old Faithful, nature's bidet if you're brave enough.
And Metal Chi, hello. I see you in chat saying hello. I saw you earlier up ahead of me. Hello. Oh, there's one other interesting thing about Grand Prismatic Spring. It's so large and it's so easy to get to because everybody goes there. You know when you go to pools or fountains, people like to throw coins in them?
Yeah.
Okay. So people throw stuff in there, and people throw all kinds of weird stuff in there. The park, the National Park Service, decided that they were going to clean that spring out. So it's so hot, you can't reach in there and pull stuff out. So they decided they were going to siphon the water down so they could get in there and pull some stuff out. So they started siphoning water out of it. What they didn't realize is, and to their surprise, when the water level got down to a certain point, it essentially erupted like a geyser and filled itself back up.
Wow, that must have been scary.
Nobody got hurt, but when it did, it expelled socks, bath towels, 76 handkerchiefs, $86.27 in pennies, and another $8.10 in other coins.
That's hilarious. That's absolutely. It's sad on the one hand, but it's hilarious at the same time. It's oh good lord. That is it's oh my, that is incredible. That is so funny. And DC Viper, yes, the Trevi fountain indeed in the Trevi fountain in Rome does pay for the maintenance with just flipping the coins in the Trevi fountain. In this case, it used to be lira, it's now euros. And funnily enough, since it's euros, actually, the income has gone up immensely. It has come up immensely. They're not just paying for the maintenance of the Trevi fountain itself, but a lot of other maintenance on other sculptures and stuff like that in Rome itself. Really funny. So yeah, but that's quite right there. And I just saw Rick Murray flying by as well. Welcome, my friend. So yeah, Pranavan B, I'm not sure if you're flying along, but if you are, say hello in chat, my friend. Say hello in chat. In this wonderful flight so far, we are having so much fun with not only the cabin crew, but also CaptSeppi, who was so gracefully wanted to collaborate with me. Not only that, this legend here made this incredible flight. And if you want to fly it either now or later on, you can always download it from the Discord channel as well. So yeah. Captain Scoop. Pranavan is Captain Scoop, actually. That is good to know, my friend. I have to keep that in mind. I have to remember that one. Pranavan, Captain Scoop, right there. Awesome. Welcome, my friend. Thank you very much for flying along. Other than that, we have, well, the group is huge. Lost Reaper, Jamal, AJ Rawlings, Flight Sergeant, Rick Murray, Druid Zeus, Piper right there, Drunk Simming, Jaybird, Metalchi, Ween. I saw Mart flying in and out somewhere. Bizarro is there in the distance. I'm not sure if Mart is still with us, but man, it is so much fun having you guys all along with us on this wonderful flight. My first flight ever in an X-Cub, actually, and I can hear a large engine just beside me right there. Rick Murray does it again. Yeah, man, I'm pretty sure you cannot keep up with this speed. This is just simply too... He actually can. You're crazy. You're absolutely crazy. Look at this.
The size of the... Yes. The size of the group following us is absolutely amazing.
It is, isn't it? It's so much. Oh, Rumpelzuck! Forgot to mention you as well. Forfeit Junk there indeed as well. Look at this, guys. Look at this.
Bizarro. Bizarro's going to land at Yellowstone, and he's going to say goodbye for the day. Bizarro, thank you very much.
No problem there, Bizarro.
Yeah. We appreciate you being with us, and much love. I thank you for joining us here as I host the cabin crew with wonderful Shoney Gaming. Thank you.
Thank you for those kind words. Yeah, man, it's a lot of fun. It's so much fun having this flight, and it's informative. It is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I mean, if you're not into this, yeah, I almost want to say what's wrong with you. Yeah, I'm not yucking anybody's yum, but this is absolutely stunning countryside right here. It's amazing. It is. It's yeah. Absolutely wonderful. Actually, when we flew with Quert, actually, it is kind of comparable to British Columbia, to be honest. It's not that far off, of course, as well. But yeah, it relatively speaking, I have to say that. But yeah, it kind of reminds me also very much of British Columbia as well when with Quert's flight, which was also very nice. But yeah, a lot of fun, guys. A lot of fun. Beautiful. Besides, what am I gonna do with funny money back in the US? Yeah. Oh, let me see first. Was Drained undergoing a heavy MX when I was there, but there was a public scaffold going out under the fountain, which was cool. Yeah, okay, okay. Funny money back in the US. Well, actually, Euros are very stable, DC Viper. They are. So yeah. Need to start my own workday, Jay Bingham, but thanks much for the fantastic stream. Looking forward to dropping in again, and I've also followed CaptSeppi, so I'll catch him as well. Have a great day. Thank you very much there, Jay Bingham. Thank you. I am truly appreciative of everyone being here, everyone watching us, and everyone flying along. the lurkers up to the subs. It's all awesome. So thank you very much, man. I really appreciate that. DC Viper, I'm kidding, of course. Of course you are, dude. Of course you are. By the way, right down
much love,
there.
Jay.
Yeah, indeed. Right down there, that is Kilo Whiskey Yankee Sierra Yellowstone right down below. So if you want to fly along, you can take off from Yellowstone right there, or just simply hop on and fly along with us. Just click on us and fly along. You should be able to find us on the North European server. We're near this airport. So yeah, if you need to refuel, you can do that there as well. Bizarro, thank you very much, man. Have a wonderful day. Nice landing there, Bizarro. Nice landing. That is how you do. That is how you do it. Oh yeah. Oh, need to make a turn because I'm losing CaptSeppi right there.
And now we see our third scenery change of this journey, right? So remember, we saw some beautiful mountainous around the Grand Tetons, and then we got into some canyons and followed some beautiful rivers and waterways, and then we came out of that a little bit, and it was very foresty, and we saw a lot of hot springs and some rocky areas where those springs are, and there's very little vegetation. And now it's a little flat, it's a little sparse. So the third scenery change.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, all these different biomes that we fly over, it's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. And it just keeps on coming. It's one after the other. I mean, surrounded by these beautiful hills, mountains actually, in the distance right there. It's, man, that is so beautiful. Is this part of the Rockies? No, this is not the Rockies, is it?
This is the Grand Teton Range, yeah.
The Grand Teton Range, yeah, exactly. You said that actually when we started out. Way of paying notice there, Shoni, yeah.
But yes, it is the western slope. It is that same area over there.
Beautiful countryside. It's absolutely stunning here. It's so great. Hey, Jamel, are you flying actually the helicopter? Yes, you are, dude. You're flying the H-135. That's the first time I see you in a helicopter, actually. My rock. There he goes. Wonderful here. Having a lot of fun, guys. I'm having a blast, actually. I'm having an absolute blast. Oh, I forgot actually to turn on something. Need to open up. Yeah, no, you know, can I still do that? Not sure. There we are. Yep, it worked. I'm not dead. We're good. So, yeah, sorry. I needed to turn on my mobile companion app so I can see where we're actually flying right now.
Mm-hmm. I should have also said, as we went past the Yellowstone Airport, welcome to Montana.
Welcome to Montana. Exactly. Well, yeah, we just actually passed into Montana. Yeah, there we go. And coming up is Henry's Lake. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep, Henry's Lake.
Exactly.
There's a little airstrip over here.
Yeah, there is. You said that.
We'll fly over a few ones. This is like a little gravel strip over here.
Are they actually open strips where you can just land, or are these private strips?
Yes. Yes, you can land at Henry's Lake.
Cool.
And Montana, now that we're coming out of Yellowstone and we get into Montana, I'm going to make Shoni hungry again because I'm going to talk about trout. We follow these rivers. Now we're getting into areas where you actually can come in here with bush planes, and there's going to be some reservoirs that you can land at with the float plane. You can get into more areas here because we're not in a national park anymore.
Exactly. We basically now flown out of Yellowstone.
Mm-hmm. There is one exception over here by Henry's Lake. The water that's over here is called Red Rocks. And you can't land over here because that is a national refuge. The interesting thing about this is trumpeter swans. You guys know what trumpeter swans are?
No.
They're trumpeter swans are those big, beautiful swans that that you always see. They almost went extinct. They come from Canada, and they almost went extinct. There was less than 200 of them in the entire world, and they made this a national refuge. And now trumpeter swans come down from Canada every year to Henry's Lake, or they call this Red Rocks Lake, and there's thousands of them, upwards of 3,000 trumpeter swans here now.
Wow, that's good. That is so good. Yeah, it actually looks like normal swans that we have, but yeah. But they have black beaks instead of, well, in the Netherlands we have orange. They have orange or yellow beaks, basically, but yeah. But man, it's good to hear that, man. Good to hear that they actually made sure that the population got to grow again and got bigger. Actually, funny thing was that I think, on a side note, the giant pandas actually are now taken off the endangered list as well. It was taken off the international endangered list in 2016 already, but now China has done so as well. So there are now 1,800 pandas living in the wild, and they're no longer endangered. They're still very, they are on a watch list, but they're no longer in danger. So yeah, good to hear.
Anybody who wants to try another water landing? Yep. Anybody wants to try another water landing? Got another opportunity here at Henry's Lake.
Right there you go. Are you going in for a water landing?
Me?
Yeah.
Only if you want to.
No. It's your flight, not mine. It's your flight, dude. It's your flight, dude.
We'll keep going.
We'll keep going. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful countryside here. Wow.
Or we should let chat decide.
Well, yeah, chat. Well, I know what chat is going to say. We need to land. Chat, what do you want us to do? Land or water landing? Yeah.
Landing? Okay.
Yeah, we are going for a water landing right there. We are going in for a water landing. I am going to...
I'm going to turn a little bit to the left.
Turn a little bit. Yeah, exactly. So I get a little bit of distance right there.
Yeah.
Get your swinging insurance out, and we may have to. We may have to. Thank you very much, that Flight Sim Studio. I truly appreciate that, my friend. Can we make that right there? Yeah, we should be able to.
Yeah.
We have more than enough room.
And there's another successful water landing. And I see Shoni coming in.
Up water. Gear up water. Gear up water.
Just easy, and don't fight it, and just let it kind of do its thing.
Whoa! Tough landing. Ah, there it is. There it is.
All right.
Yep.
Don't fight it.
We got it.
There
we got it.
It's just yep.
We got it. There we are. 505. Yep. It's a rough landing, but I'll take it. I really need to get
ever water landing.
Second water landing, indeed, guys. Second water landing. Yeehaw, indeed. Splash bag right there, guys. That's it. That's it. But here we are, water landing. You've seen it. We're doing it live. I was almost right. Flo, good to see you, dude. Yes, Flo is in the house as well. Say hello to Flo. Give him a wall of good vibes, my friends. Where are you, by the way, Captain? Oh, there you are. Found you.
Yep.
You're up already? Are you going up again?
Yep. I'm just, I made my landing. I stopped. I watched you. And
battle to the metal.
A little bit and
let's see. Yep.
Watching everybody else. See if anybody else wants to make a landing.
And we are off again. If you crash, I have to restart in Innsbruck. Oh, God, no. Oh, God, no.
And
all
there's Shoni coming towards me.
Yep. We are up and running again. Second water landing. Yes, it's rough. It's rough doing a water landing, but I'll take it, my friends. I will take it, indeed. There we are. I have to say, Seppi has a better style than you do. Indeed, he does, but he's the dude. I mean, he is the dude. Yes, he is. He is drinking stone cold White Russians. He is. But just don't piss on his rug. Don't do that. It pulls the room together. It pulls the room together. Yeah. All right, let's see if we can get this up in the air, bouncing like a ping pong ball on the water. I know, right? I'm always thinking, oh my god, I'm gonna rip off my floaties.
Most definitely my medicine.
There it is. There it is. Indeed, indeed, indeed. All right, my friends, we are up in the air again. Everyone up in the air again? Because if so, we are following the captain again. I landed on the water. Well done. There he is. Yes, you did. You did throw it, Zeus.
Awesome. Awesome.
There he is, Goblin Zeus. He landed on the water. There he is. Yes, Stepping Vistas. Good to see you, man. Just dropping in for a while. How's it going? We are doing so well and having so much fun here with CaptSeppi. My second border landing, my first flight in the X Cup, my second border landing. We're still up in the air. The game has not crashed. I'll take that as a win. I'll take that as a win any day. Now,
and we're not immediately rushing off. I'm just doing some S turns here, waiting for people that want to try to water landing again.
Exactly.
That want to do it. And when we're all ready, we'll continue.
We'll head off again. We head off again. We head off again, indeed. If anyone wants to do a water landing, here you can do it. I think this is the last time you can actually do it, or the second to last time, CaptSeppi?
There is a reservoir that we can land at a little bit further up. I think there may be two more opportunities to do a water landing for those, and we'll see how we're doing on time. I know we're in for about 2 hours now. We got about an hour to go, and
exactly.
We'll see how we do.
Yep. Indeed, indeed.
All right, do we have anybody still on the water?
I don't think we do. I don't think we do. Yep, I think we can continue on.
All right.
Here we go.
Then we'll take a westerly heading and we'll continue on.
Indeed we are. I am following you. Are we heading to that mountain pass right there to the left?
Yes, we can go to the mountain pass, or we can fly over it. Yep, either one.
Yeah, I need to climb like crazy then if I want to do that.
Okay, no, let's go. Let's do the pass. The pass is fine.
Fine. By the way, I know why I was never able to fly my C-172 as stable as you. Apparently, my rudder pedals, throttle mounted, have ghost input. Yeah, and started bugging out the plane left and right after a while. Yeah, that happens quite a lot actually there, Stepping Vistas. That actually happens quite a lot. So yeah, that also does not improve your your stability of your plane. No, it doesn't. So yeah, indeed it does. I mean, Rick is always so spot on with flying an A320 just behind me. Yep, it's there. It is absolutely there. LNCD, well spotted.
I have not heard of the what was I missed it? Oh, the Wolf Project. I have not heard of
the Wolf Project. Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about it, or show me?
Are they reintroducing wolves in certain areas? Whoa! Wolves there. Doing a bit of fun flying right there. Ooh, pull up, pull up, pull up. Terrain. But it's fine. And I think it's about the re-release of a lot of the wolf population in certain areas.
I know they have done that with a lot of different animals. Mountain lions. Florida has re-released panthers. There's
Cougars
a lot of
and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, why would you like to let loose 40 to 50-year-old women into the countryside? I don't know, but if that's your thing,
red card.
Yeah. Right there. So I don't know. If that's your stick, fine with me. I thought that was a cougar. Exactly. Yeah. Sorry for that. Sorry for that. But hey, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon here. It's nearly weekend. A little bit of leniency, guys. A little bit. Oh, good lord. Yep. I have to switch over to water. No white Russians for me. Altadon, thank you very much for that follow there. I really appreciate that. And whoa, Rick, dude. Hydrate for Metal G right after that one. The A320 must be on the brink of stalling. Oh yes, it is. Definitely it is. I mean, you cannot keep that up in the air without hearing constantly stall, stall, stall. Man, Rick, it is absolutely amazing what you're doing, as always. I am. I am. GA flying with an A320. CaptSeppi. I mean, that's insane. That is absolutely insane. But hilarious.
That's mad skills.
Yeah, that is.
That's mad skills.
That is. I mean, it looks like he's like what Rick is doing there. Like, that is really easy. It's not. Go try it. It's not. Trust me, I can't do that. What he's doing right there, I can't do that. Yeah, full flap, speed brake, probably gear down, stuff like that. Yeah, just to make sure you create as much drag as you can.
I've just started flying the A320, and again, my real life flight experience, is limited to the largest plane being a King Air.
GA, and, yeah.
Turboprop. Jets are a whole nother animal. Now, the CJ4 is ironically easy to fly.
Yeah.
And, I have flown that on occasion. But I recently started flying the A320, and yeah, I've made 3 successful takeoffs and 3 successful landings. But let me tell you, I feel like I am literally behind that aircraft every step of the way. From takeoff to landing, I'm like this.
Are you actually using the fly-by-wire version, the developer version, or the stable version, or are you using the vanilla version?
I am using the fly-by-wire A320, and I'm using the stable version.
Okay, yeah, I use the developer version myself because you can actually, I think now you actually have the Navigraph integrated as well in the iPad as well. So it's pretty cool. There's Navigraph integration there as well. It's really, really cool. So yeah, it's I like flying it. It's a lot of fun actually. It's a lot of fun. Once you get the hang of that, it is a lot of fun actually flying it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of fun. Evil Worm, yes, they reintroduced wolves in Yellowstone, so that was what he was talking about actually. Beaver population flourished, elk thrived, and wildlife in general was much better. Wolves were killed in the 30s, and there was a lot of problems for wildlife after the wolves were gone. I can link a nice page if you want to read more about it. Yes, please do, Evil Worm. Yes, please do. Usually what you see is once you reintroduce the original predators in an area that were wiped out for fear of losing stock, for instance. Farmers were always afraid of losing stock, losing theirs, and they do actually. It's not like wolves don't go after sheep or cattle or anything like that. They will. But also you can see, especially in nature areas like this, that actually the balance, it rebalances itself, and it will get a lot better actually. So yeah, that it improves. Thank you very much for that link. I will read up on that. Thank you.
Yeah, as will I. And I definitely agree with that 100%, Captain.
You're welcome.
That's the White Russians. White Russians are talking to me now.
Exactly. There you go.
Sony. And that's what people fail to realize. The ecosystem really takes care of itself. And when you remove something, whether it's a predator, whether you remove a wolf or a bear or a mountain lion, they are actually controlling rabbits and other things. When you remove one, everything else goes crazy.
Yeah.
And
the balance goes off.
People don't realize that.
Yeah.
That is quite true. The best way, if you have an issue, I guess, with something, if you have too many wolves, right, for example, or if you have too many rabbits, you maybe need to look at another predator. But if you have too many wolves, if you're going to harvest or get rid of, an apex predator, then you really need to seriously think that I need to also look at everything down its food chain. Because if I don't, you're going to really cause some serious problems.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. You still need to manage. I mean, let's face it. Nature, especially in Western countries, and this is mostly a problem in Western countries, I think, like Europe or the United States. Nature is not really wild anymore. It's mostly managed. So the thing is that you have to keep that balance, but there has to be a predator for normal wildlife to flourish. It is that simple. It is that easy. And sometimes I do get, of course, there are interests, farmer interests are heavily weighed in things like that. But yeah, there is always, you have to keep that balance of both predators and normal wildlife to make sure that everything flourishes as a whole. And Dahlia, mwah, hello, my dear. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having fun. And welcome, of course, as always. Goblin Zeus, dynamics of predator prey must be kept. Exactly that. Captain Arash! We have the captain right here. We already gave the shout out. Hi, my friend. We are now currently flying over lovely, well, we just flew over lovely Yellowstone, and we are still in that area. CaptSeppi, down there, he created this wonderful flight so far, and it's absolutely stunning. It's so good. Today, it is the first time that I'm actually flying the X-Cup, and it's the first time I'm actually flying an X-Cup on water. I mean, I've done 2 water landings so far, have not died. Yes! Can I call myself competent? Hell no! So, it's, of course, it is, yeah, we're having a lot of fun here. A lot of information from CaptSeppi right there. If you are not yet following him, why aren't you following the dude? You have to follow the dude. So, it's yeah.
This is the Red Rocks area that we're flying over right now, where all the Trumper swans are. This is where they all come from. Now, I want to say something since Captain Arash is here.
Haha.
I did put this together, that's true. I do have a lot of information that I've passed out. Hopefully we've learned something as we've enjoyed the scenery and everything. But Captain Arash, he was my inspiration. Because Captain Arash did a cabin crew takeover, and you guys were flying Turkey, was it? It was like in Turkey where he did it?
Yep.
The knowledge. Everything that he was pointing out, mosques, this, that, all these different scenes, and explaining that to us, that me as a Westerner, I haven't seen any of that stuff, but the explanations behind it, telling me what those things were, that's where I took my inspiration from. And I thought, you know what, this is what I like doing. I know a little bit about this. Let me make some notes. Let me share some information with people. So thank you, Captain Arash, for giving me the inspiration to follow in your footsteps. Thank you, sir. Salute.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Well said, well said. I can only agree. I can only agree. Baganario, good morning, my buddy. Hello. Let me see. I think I saw a documentary on the transformation of Yellowstone after the wolves were reintroduced in the area. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Coffee run. Always important, my friend. Always important. Look at that, guys. Watch the video there as well. Oh, cool.
Now, this is number 5. Scenery change. Look at how the scenery's changed again.
This is more, it feels tundra-like, if I'm not, yeah, kind of like that.
High plains.
High plains, yeah, high plains, yeah. Yeah, lovely, lovely, lovely. Well, we are at nearly 9,000, well, I am flying right now at 9,000 feet. But yeah, it is so cool. You can land here. Yes, you can, Devil Dude. You can. We are not going, wow, look at this guy. Jeez. Jeez Louise, it is absolutely stunning. So beautiful. So beautiful. I really am glad that we did this flight, and yeah, we are going to redo this once we get here. Once we get here, we are going to do something similar again. Man, but that will unfortunately take quite a while. Take many years. A few years later. Yes.
When you know what? That's funny. I love that. You know, all those things. A few years later. That's how you should start your stream when you come here to Yellowstone. Your intro should start a few years
later. A few years later. Flashbacks. Doing flashbacks. That is hilarious. We should. You should fly along again with us once we're here. Definitely.
Oh,
definitely.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it's
Absolutely.
yep. Flashback one. Did you turn that frown upside down? Exactly, exactly that. Oh my! Don't remember me. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. Oh good lord! But yeah, right now, yeah, I have to say I am getting more comfortable. Today, I actually this morning I was like, have I ever flown the X Cup? No, I don't think I have. I never flown the X Cup before, and usually that would makes me very insecure because yeah, as you know, I'm not the best pilot in the world. I'm not the worst anymore, but I'm not the best pilot in the world. So I'm very insecure about these things. But today I wasn't actually. I was like, well, just wait and see. I mean, it got flaps, it's got wings, it's got an engine. We should be fine. We should be fine. I mean, the buttons are all there. It's a little bit different, but yeah, it should be fine. And yeah, it's like I've been flying this plane for quite a while actually now. But yeah,
Mhm.
it's a lot of fun, man. It's a lot of fun.
That's your experience talking, right?
Yeah,
And this is the way it works in real life as
yeah,
well. If you start out, you go to a flight school and you start out in the 150 or 152, or some people start out in the 172, whatever's available. When you move on to another aircraft, uh, it, this is it, right?
yeah,
Typically, when I started flying when I got my private pilot's license at the very beginning. It was in a 172, but my father owned a 150, and I flew with him a lot with that. When I got into a 172, it was the same. What Sony just said. Oh, it's got this, it's got that. I see
yeah.
some things that are different, but it's okay.
It's
So
all
I flew
there.
it, and then and I because I spent so much time in a high wing aircraft, I didn't want to really fly those. So when the opportunity came up to fly a low wing aircraft, I immediately went to a Warrior, and I actually owned a Warrior at one point. And going to that, it's like, okay, well, it has everything that a 172 has. The things are in a different place. The gauges look a little bit different, but let's go flying. And the only difference between a high wing and a low wing is you're landing, you float longer with a low wing aircraft. A
Yeah,
Cessna will come down and land on the
yeah.
runway because the wings are high and your lift is higher. But a
Basically, you
Warrior or
create
an Arrow,
the cushion air earlier. The cushion of air is earlier, basically.
yes,
Yeah,
yep. So you have to be aware of that, and your landings at first are going to be longer. But the way it works in the real world is, you're a pilot. You can fly 172. You say, hey, I want to go fly a Warrior. You will get with an instructor, a flight instructor, and he'll take you up. You'll go do a couple landings. He'll show you the difference, and then you get signed off in the aircraft. It's that easy. That's
yeah,
it.
yeah. It's like this is this. This is basically you get a basic instruction saying where are all the controls that you are already used to, and
Mhm.
have a blast. Basically, it's that.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. It's and by the way, stepping vistas. Yes, it is exactly what Flo just pointed out. Thank you very much for pointing that out, Flo. Right there, it is Navigraph. What you see on top. It is a wonderful, wonderful tool. I will let me pull that up quite quickly here. You can see it right there. But the beauty of it is not only that. The beauty and the strong suit of Navigraph is actually this. You actually have access to the Jeppesen charts. And the Jefferson's charts are golden because it gives you all the information that you really need to do your approaches, your runways. They're all there. You can do the stars and the sits if they are available. In this case, they are not, of course. But yeah, it is really really a good tool. However, it is, and keep that in mind, it is €9 or dollars a month, and it has a subscription base. So make sure you want to pay that. An alternative for this is Little Navmap. Go check that out as well. Little Navmap is really cool and it's completely free. So that is also very very nice. I will redeem that hydrate, my friend. Yes, I will. Flo is a better mod than me. No, no, no. Indeed, you are all wonderful mods. Each and every one of you. I select you for your grandness and greatness. Indeed, you are all much better, and you make me much much better than I actually am. So yes, my mod team is pretty awesome. Yay, mod team! Captain, I lost you. Where are you? You're behind. Oh, you're behind me
I
now.
am behind me to your left,
Yeah.
and uh, Shoni, damn.
Damn.
Yeah,
Damn.
because this is a reservoir, and here's a little dam. Somebody asked if we were going to see one, and here it is.
Damn. Yep, that's probably evil worm, I'm guessing. Damn. Diggity damn. Alright, my friends. I need to level out a little bit, because that will slow me down.
I can give it a little more power as well, too.
Oh, not you. I don't know who it was then. Your damn, it's Friday. But did you try the ATR yet? Yeah, I actually, it shows up. It should work. It should work, Evil Worm. Yeah. I don't know what is going wrong. Otherwise, I will just reinstall it and see what happens, my friend. But yeah, it should work. I can select it. I can select the deliveries. I don't know what's going on. GPU prices are dropping. Bad news, it's still expensive. Kind of depends on which GPUs you want. If you were going for a 3080 or a 3090, so a 3080, 3080 Ti or a 90, yes, those will always be expensive, whether you want to or not. I mean, they will be expensive. So these cards are go up to about between 1,200-1,500 euros, dollars. I mean, and up. So especially a 3090 is for you can buy that for 2,500 euros, I think. Those are very, very expensive. But a 3070 or even a 3060 is very competitive at prices these days. So yeah, it's finally the GPUs are going down, guys. They are going down, finally. But don't forget, as always, also, on the 27th of July, so in 18 days' time, there will be a Sim Update 5, which will greatly enhance the performance of Microsoft Flight Simulator as well. So keep a watch out for that. Without DirectX 12, CaptSeppi, which I find really interesting. So yeah, without DirectX 12, it surprised me. I thought DirectX 12 would definitely be coming, but no, it's not. Funnily enough. Indeed, and Dahlia. Yeah, sorry, I interrupted you.
No, not at all. This is actually the last time I get to say it on this trip, but another great fishing spot for trout. Lima Reservoir. This reservoir is so backwoods. The only way to get here is by plane.
Oh, really?
That's it. Yeah.
So you need your floaties on.
There are some roads. There are some roads, but it will take you a year and a day to get back here. To get to this. If you want to go fishing here, this is so remote. There's some amazingly huge trout in this because nobody comes here and fishes because it's so remote. But yeah, you pretty much need an X-Cub and come in here and go do some fishing.
You need a lot
of the farms around here, they all have their own airports. You'll see a lot of airports that
Private
say like
airports,
MT-42, MT-57, and this is how they get supplies in and out. In most cases,
of course.
They do have vehicles, they do have cars, but again, if you're going to drive from like Billings out here, if we were to fly to Billings from here, we could probably be there in about 30 or 40 minutes. If you were to drive to Billings from here, it would probably take you 8 or 9 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That is remote. I mean, you won't see any neighbors for years to come. So yeah.
No. These people out here own a tremendous amount of land. Oh, which reminds me, I got this really funny story about that since I said tremendous amount of land. In 2007, I moved to Denver, and it was the second time that I ever lived in Colorado. So I moved to Denver, and in the U.S., every time you go to a new state, you go to the DMV, the Division of Motor Vehicles, and you have to get a driver's license for that state. So I was coming from Georgia, and from the state of Georgia, and I went to the state of Colorado, and I'm in the DMV, and I'm waiting to get my Colorado driver's license. It's merely an exchange. They take a new picture of your face, and you exchange your driver's license. So I'm sitting there, and this gentleman who's probably about 65 years old, very frail looking, is sitting right next to me, to my left. And he says, young man, he says, what are you here for? And I said, I'm exchanging my driver's license. I need to get a new driver's license. And he said, what do you do? And I said, I'm in information security, and I work for the University of Colorado. And he goes, oh, he said, I don't know anything about them computer things. And I said, oh, well, I said, that's fine. That's acceptable. And then he said, I'm a cattle rancher.
Really?
And I said, oh, I said, that's interesting. And I said, tell me a little bit about that. I don't know anything about cattle ranching. And he said, yeah, he said, I've got 35,000 acres. And
35,000 acres.
35,000 acres. And he said, I raise cattle north of Denver. And I said, wow. I said, that's amazing. Now, here's the funny part. Behind him, in the row behind us, is a gentleman that's about the same age. And that gentleman reaches forward like this with one finger. And I see him out of the corner of my eye, and he taps the old guy that was talking to me on the shoulder. And he said, and the guy turns around, and the guy in the back says, excuse me, young man. He said, you don't have a ranch. I have 140,000 acres. That's a ranch. What you have is a farm.
Whoa. Those are...
And I was like,
what?
I was like, these two guys are going to brawl right here.
Oh, good Lord.
Over the size of their property. I was like,
35
wow.
compared to over 100,000 acres, that is... that's not a brawl. That's basically a slam down right there. That's a burn. Oh, good Lord. You noob.
Yeah.
Oh, good. That's some bragging rights right there. Size does matter, apparently.
Yeah, that does matter. But,
good Lord.
But it was great. They started having a great conversation about, apparently they knew a lot of people, and they, cattle farmers in Colorado, they do, what's it called? It's a community. It's a something.
A co-op or something like that?
Like a co-op. That's what it is. It's like a co-op.
Yeah.
So if I have 50,000 acres and you have 100,000 acres, and we know somebody else that has 35,000 acres, we all get together and as a co-op, and we say we have 300,000 acres between us, and all the cattle roam everybody's property, and they just brand them as their own. But everybody shares in purchasing hay, feed, maintenance,
it saves
medicine,
expensive, basically, and because you can buy it larger. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Incredible. That's hilarious. So yeah. By the way, let me see. What did I miss? Usually it's over the size of something. Exactly. Bragging rights over the size of something. Indeed. Commander Verse, good to see you, man. Today we have CaptSeppi right here. We are flying over a large part of Yellowstone. We are heading now up towards Dillon eventually, and we will be landing there on Kilo Delta Lima November. That's Dillon Airport, if I'm not mistaken. That's it has a asphalt runway, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Exactly. So that is where we are headed for right now. Stepping Vistas, I saw your mention over Little Nav Map. You can actually change the topography of the nav map itself, and you can pull out the Little Nav Map and basically capture that with OBS if you want, and do practically the same thing as I'm doing right there. So it's actually some of these topography maps look a lot better actually than what Navigraph can do. But the thing is, Little Nav Map does not have any Jeppesen charts, so that is the strength of Navigraph basically, and that helps out when you're flying, especially when you're flying airliners. That Little Nav Map is basically you have to have Navigraph if you want to fly airliners. You don't have to, but yeah, it helps out immensely. So yeah. Let me see. The bigger the property, the smaller the driveway. Red card right there. Sorry, once again over you right there, but yeah, you know what I mean. Irrigation to the left looks cool. It really does. It really. Oh, look at that. Oh, there. Yeah. That area right there. That is where you're now flying over, CaptSeppi. That indeed looks very, very, very
And
cool.
and this is number 6 for scenery changes. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Just in the short amount of time that we've been flying, we have seen 6 completely different ecosystems.
Incredible. It's absolutely incredible, man. It's so beautiful. It is so beautiful here. It's constantly changing and all breathtaking. It's just...
Mhm.
The circular bits like we saw in Jordan, exactly. Yesterday, when we flew over Jordan, basically we saw the same thing. It is the irrigation, the circular irrigation that we saw. The circular motion, of course, of the sprinkler systems that create these circles. Basically, it's and that is what we see right here in action, right there. I mean, you can clearly make it out from the sky, and
Yep.
Jordan is exactly the same. You see the exact same thing in Jordan. So yeah. Seppi looks like the evolution of Shoni. Oh,
Yep.
but with more facial hair. Yeah.
They drill a well in the center of the circle, and from that well, they have a long pipe with wheels on the end of it, and the water pressure actually not only propels the sprinklers that spray, but it also drives the wheel. And it rotates.
It drives the motion of the wheel, exactly. The water pressure basically pushes it forward, so yeah.
Mhm.
Don't take away the illusion.
Don't take away the illusion. I want to give a shout out also to Commander Verse there. Another awesome streamer.
Absolutely.
I watch him every time I get a chance.
Another Dutch streamer as well. He is Dutch. Did you know that?
I did not know he was Dutch, no.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
All you Dutch streamers.
Well, there are not many of them, actually. At least not for Microsoft Flight Simulator, as far as I know. But yeah, I know Commander Versus one, and I'm not sure. I think there are 1 or 2 more. Space Games with Dave. I almost landed the King Air yesterday. Good to hear, man. Keep almost. The keyword is almost, I'm guessing. But keep it up, my friend. You will land it eventually, and you will land it perfectly, and you will be satisfied. Trust me on this. Yes, you will. So yeah. Bad Crazy Ninja, yes indeed, we are flying on the North European server and we are flying towards Kilo Delta Lima November. That is Dillon Airport, that is where we are flying towards. We won't be in the air for long, so if you want to fly along there, Bad Crazy Ninja, hop on quickly, because then you can join us, and the group is large, guys. It's a little bit smaller. It was a little bit bigger, but, or did we leave a lot of people behind?
Massive.
Yeah, it could be.
It was so massive.
It was gross.
Yeah. Maybe I'll slow down just a little bit here, and if we need some people to get caught up, that way you can get the smart cam out as we make the approach.
No, that's fine. That is fine. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Wilson. Exactly, my friend. Yeah. So there. All right, guys. Sorry, have to go. Have a nice weekend. Enjoy the flight, even in the H135. Good to hear that, Jamel, my rock, my center. Thank you very much for flying along with us, as always. And yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Space Game with Dave. Microsoft Flight Simulator says I did, but I know it was a fireball 50 yards short. That is funny.
I'll give you a little bit of advice in regards to that from somebody that flies King Air in real life. Just like the X-Cub and the 172 and any other aircraft that you move up to, there's only one thing that really changes. Well, there's 2 things that change. The complexity changes, but what you really should focus on is the time changes, right? We're flying an X-Cub right now. We have a lot of time. We've got all the time in the world. We've got all the time to make an approach. We're going slow. We got time to think about stuff. You go up to a 172, things are going to happen a little bit quicker. You go to a King Air, things are going to happen a lot quicker. So consider that as you progress up into larger aircraft. Just think that you got to give yourself more time. If you fly 172, if you fly 172 and you're used to flying a certain pattern, like around an airport to make a landing or making an approach, in a King Air, give yourself twice the space, twice the distance, right? You make your pattern a little bit bigger, start your approach, a lot further out, and you'll make those landings more successful.
Exactly. Plan in advance, especially as you move up to much more speedy aircraft, like the turboprops, which are a lot quicker actually. And they have larger range as well, of course. But it's still, is a turboprop still GA? I think it is, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's still general
absolutely.
aviation. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's. I mean, but it's a lot faster. The TBM, the C208 Caravan, but especially also the King Air, of course. They have a lot more power. So that will also always basically speed up your approaches, and it will also go a little bit quicker than you're used to in a 172 or a 152 or this for that matter. So yeah. Thank you very much, Space Games with Dave. Thank you very much for that follow. I truly appreciate it. Welcome to the Cabin Crew, my buddy. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy what you're seeing. So yeah.
Yep. Now, I do fly a TBM as well, or I have flown a TBM. I'm fortunate enough to have a friend that has a TBM 850, doesn't have a 930, still $1 million airplane.
Yeah.
And I have gone.
But
with
it's a brilliant piece of kit.
Oh
so
man.
Oh,
it
so
is
beautiful.
Amazing.
It sucks.
I love it. It's truly a Cadillac in the sky.
Yeah.
My around the world trip, I'm flying a TBM 930, and I love it. But yeah, the TBM. Oh man, if I ever hit the lottery, CaptSeppi will be buying a TBM 940
Definitely.
probably.
Yeah, the new one is coming out, exactly. It was on a world tour, and recently it was actually, I think a few weeks ago, it was in the Netherlands. Yeah, on the world tour. It landed in Lelystad, actually, where I took off from, virtually. It landed, I think, either on Schiphol, so Amsterdam Airport, or it landed on Lelystad, but I think it landed in Lelystad, if I'm not mistaken, so yeah. Or was it Rotterdam? It could have been Rotterdam as well. Not sure, actually, but it was in the Netherlands. So yeah, the 940 is they're currently flying it on an actual world tour to show off the new 940. So it's, yeah, sexy plane there, man. Wow. Captain Arash, imagine jumping from a Cessna to a Concorde. Yeah, that's, well, soon we can do that, actually, because they are working on Concordes for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. They are coming. Mm-hmm. Yes, they are. Actually, I think you could easily say, what plane aren't they working for on Microsoft Flight Simulator? Moist planes indeed.
When they come out with a Concorde for Microsoft Flight Simulator, the around the world trip is going to be one single stream.
Yeah, of about 7 hours, and that's it. Exactly. Oh, that's going to be hilarious. Yeah, exactly. Or until they, of course, do the SR-71.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Then it's like 4 hours of flying, once around the world. We're done. And we land. I could do it in one stream, basically. I could do my entire flight in one stream.
You're gonna spend more time on the ground going from cold and dark to starting engines than you will doing the Paris to Dakar race.
We will be doing a complete Fabio then. We're on the ground for like 17 hours and then we take off. It's like, and I love that, by the way. I love that from Fabio. I mean, the fact that he goes over every single detail, and even the clear prop shouting out. It's oh man, it gives me the goosebumps, but it's so cool. I love seeing that. So yeah. Hey there, Deep Blue. Good to see you, man. Hello. Goblin Zeus, fly a space shuttle, basically a heavy glider in re-entry. True, that is true. Flight Sergeant, I like the home save button of the new TBM 950. If you're lost, have an emergency, it will land you automatically. That is awesome. That is so awesome indeed. Fly to Pluto in one stream. Yeah, Pluto is no longer a planet, so we no longer consider that. So, yeah. Microsoft Flight Simulator speedrun scene. We'll hydrate, my dear.
Yep. Yeah, there are several aircraft now that have the fly home feature, and that is that's truly amazing. If you guys have not seen that or are not familiar with that, one of the major issues in general aviation is that there's just one pilot, right? Even when I fly in real life, it's just me. And
Yeah.
sometimes my wife goes with me. A lot of times my friends go with me and stuff like that. And if something were to happen to me, these people don't know how to fly a plane. Now, fortunately, and for my wife's case, she has taken lessons because a lot of flight schools offer a spouse program where all they do is teach them the basic controls of the plane, and they teach them how to land, and that's it. That's it.
That's all
right?
you need, basically, if you're
Right.
in an emergency.
Right, right. But the fly home feature, what it does is in glass cockpit aircraft, kind of like similar to this or what you're going to see in a TBM, when you press this red button on the instrument panel, it will basically black out all those instruments. You will not see anything, no maps, no gauges, no anything. Some information is going to come up that tells you do not touch anything. And it will reach out, the aircraft will reach out, send an automated message to air traffic control, let them know that there's an emergency, and it will give them a location, and it will find the nearest airport that the aircraft is capable of landing at, and it will change its flight path, and it will go there, and it will keep ATC apprised the entire time. It'll let ATC know of, when your altitude, your speed, your approaches, and then it will land the plane, and when it lands, it will turn the aircraft off.
Amazing, isn't it? It's like basically flying a Tesla. Basically flying a Tesla. It's insane how that works. Can I respawn with full health? Sure, you always can, my dear. And you always can. Oh, good lord. Alright, have to be off. Setting up everything for later. Good to hear that, man. Stepping Vistas, have a wonderful, wonderful day. Have a wonderful stream, my friend. Have a great stream. And hope to see you soon, man. Hope to see you soon. Space Game with Dave. I hate when my autosave keeps spawning me right before I blow up. Yeah, that's not something you want. That is not something you want. I'm, by the way, CaptSeppi, I'm guessing the last chance to actually do a water landing right there before we are about to fly over Dillon. Yeah.
This will be the last chance to do a water landing for those that want to do one. I'll fly around. I'll do a circle around this, and this is Clark Canyon Reservoir. This is very interesting, and this is very, very significant as well, because this is where the spot on the Lewis and Clark Trail where they met the Shoshone tribe, which is very close to Shawnee, right? And and this is where
awesome.
This is where the Lewis and Clark expedition stored all their equipment. They stored all their extra canoes here. They stored all their extra supplies for their return trip on their expedition, was all stored here. And the Shoshone tribe, the Indians, watched over all their gear. And it was absolutely amazing. But,
my own tribe.
Another, yep.
My own tribe. It's my tribe. It's my people.
Yep.
They have chosen their names well. Yes, indeed. I feel kindred with them.
So if anybody wants to make a landing, I'll just make a circle right here. So
yep, I'm going to follow you in that circle. I'm going to follow you in that circle for anyone who wants to do a landing. Indeed. Hey, Matt Rob, in the distance right there. Ah, interesting.
Looks like there's an A320. Looks like there's an A320 trying to make a water landing.
Right there, the red card. Yeah. Rick Murray is doing his circles right there. Actually, he is landing on that little island. He landed on that island right there. He actually landed it because he did not disappear. He landed. Dude.
That's awesome.
Dude, how did you do that? That's insane.
That is
I want to say what's wrong with you, but yeah, it's... That's just simply amazing. He actually landed on a tiny little island right there. I dare you to follow him. I dare you to follow him. Now I gotta get off there. Right. That's going to be interesting. Yeah.
So maybe you can try this. So in a real aircraft, when you do a short field takeoff, right? What you do is you go over to the edge of that island, look at it from the air because it's a little longer in one direction than another. Go to the edge. Turn around, give yourself the maximum distance, and what you do is you go full flaps down, not just one like you normally would.
Yeah.
Go full flaps down, throttle maximum, and let that engine rev up to maximum RPM where you get maximum
toga,
thrust, and then
push it out.
And let go of the brakes. Yep.
In this case, go to toga, push it out, let go of the brakes, and then hope for the best. That's basically what you do. That is basically what you do. Let's see if he can actually manage that. Yeah, we need to see this. We need to see this. There he goes. He's off.
Did he make it?
No, he's still on the ground.
Oh, okay.
Well, there is a little bounce, which may have helped him. Yeah, he is off. But now he needs to maintain air. He needs to maintain
That's
it.
all right. Don't raise your flaps.
No. There it is. There is the crash. Oh, man. I think the bump actually slowed him down in this case. I think, yeah,
okay.
F for Rick Murray, my friends.
Yep. You have to, you're basically, when you do a short takeoff like that, you're basically going to ride the stall, right?
Yeah.
You've got full flaps down. You're going to take off as soon as you can take off, but you keep your pitch attitude very, very low. So you're
low where you're
just
basically
skimming the ground. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You start
and
bouncing.
you got to build your airspeed. Build your airspeed up. When you get your airspeed up, gain a little bit of altitude.
Slowly start to raise. Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly
when you get your altitude, then you can start raising flaps. Raise one notch of flaps, and then wait, and then raise another notch as you build more airspeed.
And slowly, and keep riding that wave of air. That's actually what you're trying to do. You're trying to create and that cushion of air below you, and basically start to slowly but steadily come up. Keep it as level as possible as you can. And then slowly build up that airspeed. But still, I mean, in Rick's case, that the bump actually caused him to get that bounce and lose that cushion of air, and that's the reason why you then crash. But yeah, he's back. He's back, by the way. There he is. He is back. He's actually skimming the surface right now. Are you driving there, Rick? I think he's going to do it again. Are you going to do it again? Elron, good to see you, my friend. Hello, hello. Just landed on the water near the island. Oh yeah, you did. You're right there, right there. Yep. We actually have a few water landings right there. I'm pretty sure that plane does not have floaty 748 on the water. Exactly there.
Nice.
Exactly. And Rick is coming up again. We have a little bit of time, so that is excellent. Yeah. That is fine. We have a little bit of time to spend here and have a little bit of fun. Playing around in the water. Well, we call it in the Netherlands. We call it water management. But yeah, it's
water management.
I'm just kidding.
The little bit of one thing that I've noticed with the float planes, and hopefully Microsoft will fix this when they come out with their own float planes. You got to be really careful if you float up to an island. The other day, I was in the Florida Keys, and I was flying the X-Cup with a float plane, and there were some little islands, and I was like, "Oh, this is like really cool." I was actually hungry in real life, and I thought, okay, I'm going to land by this island. I'm going to fly. I'm going to like power up to it, motor up to it, and I'm going to go downstairs and grab me a snack and come back upstairs.
Yeah.
I powered up to the island, and then I got stuck there.
Really?
Like when the floats they touched the land, then I was stuck. I could not go forwards, could not go backwards. So be careful when you motor up to islands. You may end up having to come back out. So, did he make it, or is he still taking off? Nope.
Smoke on the water, Devil Dude, that's for you. Exactly, smoke on the water. He's turning around. He's going from the bump into, but it's going to be pretty hard because then he's facing the mountain. So, yeah, actually, I think you're going for that gap right there in the middle, if I'm not mistaken, Rick. Yeah, he has it. There he goes. He's off.
Just stay low. Build your speed as you build your speed.
He is now up. He is up. Still moving. He is still moving. Yep. Yeah, he's up. He actually took off. There he is. That's how you do it, my friends.
That is
how you do it. And he's up. Sir, I truly salute you. This is how we do it. That is how you do it. Exactly right there. That is incredible. Amazing. Bows. and well deserved, my friend. Well deserved. Look at that. Yep. That is pretty cool.
And all of them are going to be the same. You're going to fly a little tail dragger like the X Cub with the Tundra tires on it and stuff. Yeah. Yep. Stand on the brakes. Go full power. Put maximum flaps down, and then.
And actually, what happens? the tail comes
Right.
up when you do that
Yep.
on the
Yep.
X Cup. The tail comes up.
Because you have so much air going back, you're generating lift, and that lift is hitting your elevators in the back, and it's
Elevators in
making
the
the
back.
tail come up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. And you'll go. Many times these aircraft, you look at some, they call them STOL, STOL, short takeoff and landing. And
Yeah.
You look at some of these, and I mean, these guys take off in like 30 feet.
They can, and also landings that they sometimes land on a freaking boat, on a stamp. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's that small an area. It's like they're it's like a VTOL landing, basically what they're doing. It's
These fishing, like in Alaska, these guys land on sandbars.
it's incredible. Shortest landing is 9 feet. It really would not surprise, but 9 feet. That's 2 or 3 meters. 2 meters or 3 meters. I think that's nothing. That's just basically 3 steps.
Under 3 meters.
Yeah.
A meter is 3.28 feet. So 9 feet, that's under 3 meters. Guy Brush.
Insane.
Hello, sir.
Guy Brush! Mon ami! How are you? Hope you're doing well, my friend. We are having a wonderful, wonderful flight here with CaptSeppi. We just flown over Yellowstone. We just saw Rick Murray take off in a A320 from that island right over there. It's a lot of fun, guys. We have seen beautiful, beautiful sceneries right now. It is so much fun. And we are now continuing on, my friends. We are continuing on. Moving forwards now towards Dillon, and from just northwest of Dillon, there is Kilo Delta Lima November, if I'm not mistaken. Did I say that correctly? Yeah. Kilo Delta Lima November. That is where we will be landing for today. That is where we will be landing today. After a wonderful, wonderful flight, having a lot of fun with our friend right there, Captain the Dude Seppi. And it was wonderful, man. It's so much fun flying here. Yeah, definitely. Looking forward to flying in this area again in a few years later. Yes, definitely. Exactly that. So going to catch up right now. Rick still behind me right there. Stall. Dude, it's amazing what you're doing. With Windows 11, by that time, yes, probably. Yeah, there's a good chance I will be upgrading to Windows 11 eventually. So, it's... What do you think about Windows 11, by the way, CaptSeppi? You being an IT guy?
I'll hold my tongue. No, I think...
I'll bite my tongue.
I'm not going to disparage, anybody, because any advance is a good thing, right? And we definitely need it. But... just like anything else, right? When Windows 11 comes out, people are going to complain. It's going to be very buggy. There's going to be a bunch of security problems with it. There's going to be a bunch of patches released. Folks, just go with it. We saw it. As most people, I'll relate to most people in chat, I guess. You guys saw it with Windows 8. It was very buggy. People complained. You had 8.1. It got a little better. People still complained. You had 10. Everybody complained. Nobody wanted to go to it. You're going to have 11. You're going to see the same thing again. It's games are the same way. Asobo, Microsoft Flight Simulator, they came out with some patches. They broke some stuff. Just
give it a few months.
Look, take it from the dude. Just relax. Just relax.
Give it a few months.
Get your White Russian.
Go get your White Russian.
And chill and know it's going to get better, right? Because software companies do listen to people. They do listen to people, right? And they
especially
are
Asobo.
Yeah.
Especially Asobo. I mean, that is what surprised me so much when they released the base game basically last year. It's like, wow, man! It's the fact that they are so incredibly in touch with the community that really surprised me. It took me by surprise, in a good way, because I think to be honest, I think what Asobo and Microsoft is doing is basically giving an example of how you listen and how you build your community. It is really honest devs. I mean, that is quite true there, Super Typhon. I mean, they don't give false hopes or false expectations. It's just the way it is. And if they screw up, they screw up. I mean, we saw that with the multiplayer bug. They were open about it. They were honest about it. Yeah, it is going to be bad, but they're not doing it on purpose. I mean, it's not like
No.
there are developers out there that are trying to annoy you on purpose, simply introducing bugs. That's not how it works.
And I'll tell you what really amazed me about this. Microsoft, the company that they are, it does not have a history in doing what I'm going to say. Asobo and Microsoft Flight Simulator, they have embraced the development community, like Working Title, for example, who has enhanced the G1000, G3000, and the G3 Touch and some other things.
Yeah.
They brought them into the fold. I mean, these are guys just like me that's making my own instrument or anything else, and they're recognizing them for what they're giving to the community and saying, "Hey, join us. We
very
like what
much
you're doing.
yeah.
Bring us in."
It's very much, if you can't beat them, join them. Basically, that. Yeah, it's like that. It's like, no, we see what you're doing now. Here is a bag of money and have fun. It's something like that. It's like, yeah, it's whoa, what's this?
And see, that's the way, because I'm an IT security guy, right? This is the way a lot of IT security companies work. You have an expertise. Asobo has a specific expertise. They released the game. They were familiar with everything. But somebody comes along and says, hey, look, I can make this G1000 better. Well, they might not have developers that are well versed in that. Their developers may not be pilots. They may not understand, how things work or what they do in real life, but they're willing to say, you know what? Come on. You guys are the experts. You've done a great job. Come on. Let's do it. Let's make this better. Let's make it better for people.
They simply don't have the resources at the time available. For instance, they don't have the developers to actually do that. Take a look at, for instance, now the development of the helicopters. I mean, Asobo always said there will be helicopters. We simply don't have the time to introduce that yet. Here comes along a group that introduces the H135 very successfully, and the Bell is now also released. And there is a good chance, to be honest, I think they will introduce them into the fold as well, like they did with Working Title, and move on from there. So that also means that we actually get access to a much more stable version of an helicopter much sooner than we expected. This is really, really smart thinking of Microsoft and Asobo. It is really smart thinking. I mean, divide and conquer, basically. That's what's going on.
Yeah, absolutely. When so many companies, right, so many software companies, it would have been very easy to take the opposite approach. It would have been very easy to say, oh, you're writing software that is connecting to our API and you're extracting our variables and you're doing something. No, cease and desist now.
Yeah, and they have to stop.
Yeah,
they have
but they
to
didn't
stop.
do that.
No, actually,
they took the opposite approach. Yeah.
The exact opposite. It's a complete 180 on that way of thinking. It's like it's absolutely brilliant, and that is also why in my case I'm this enthusiastic about this simulation. It's not just because they are doing this, but it also it's such a good thing for the future. It ensures that this platform will remain here for a long, long time, because it can only survive with third-party developers. It can only survive like that. At a certain point, Asobo and Microsoft will have to pull off their hands from this product, and having third-party developers keep continuing great things for this simulation will extend its life by so much more. Not that I'm saying that we will be playing this in 10, 15 years. There probably will be another flight simulator or anything else, but I mean, this is what we see now is an absolute and total success story, in my opinion.
It is. It absolutely is. And I really enjoy it, not because the flight models are so realistic. If I want to get realistic flight models, then I'm going to do a study level aircraft and P3 or X-plane or something like that. But when you're doing that, the object of that study level aircraft and more realistic flight is not to see the scenery, because I'm practicing IFR approaches or I'm practicing DME arcs or something. I don't look outside. I'm looking at my instruments, and I want an aircraft that's going to respond the way the real one's going to respond, and I want to see instruments that reflect what I would actually see. I enjoy Microsoft Flight Simulator so much because of what we did today. a 3-hour flight, and we got to see photorealistic terrain that many of us will never in our lifetime have the opportunity to see.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
And this is absolutely amazing.
Exactly.
So we're
not only
I see Dylan.
But the study level planes are coming now as well with PMDG. They are going to release them quite quickly now. They have the flight model there. They have the flight model ready. I mean, they did their practice on the DC-6, and it's going to be only getting better quite quickly. So yeah, I don't think it will take a lot of time before the end of the year. I'm willing to say this right now. Before the end of the year, there will be so many changes to the way also prepare players and X-Plane players that are now playing still these flight simulators in comparison to Microsoft Flight Simulator, how that will get better and better and better with the study level planes. A lot of them will start switching. I'm sure of it. I'm absolutely sure of it.
Yeah, there are very many opportunities for Microsoft to take over. And we'll see. We'll see. A big part of that may be a distractor for real pilots will be if Microsoft seeks FAA certification. If they don't, then it'll always be a game. If they do, then it's going to become something more serious. But there's a lot of opportunity here. They have a lot of hooks in the game that are way beyond X-Plane or what other people have. The number of inputs, variables, and things that you can write to or whatever. I am at Dylan. 1 mile away. I'm flying over it now. I am not going to land. I'm going to hold the tradition. This is is going to land, and then we're all going to come in. So it might be a cabin crew takeover, but this is his show. So Shoney,
I need to turn.
It is all yours. We will stay in the air, and you tell us when we can land, sir.
Okay. I am going to see which runway I need to actually approach. Let me have a look, because the wind, we now have tailwind, and I really don't want to land with tailwind as we approach it. So that may be runway 22 or runway 17. I think runway 22 would be perfect, but I'm not sure if it's long enough though. So yeah, I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to try and land on runway 22. So let me see. Let me set the heading actually to. Choo-choo. Switching that back. It does not have any ILS or anything, so we'll just do it on a wing and a prayer. I need to extend my gear also, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, you do need to extend your gear because your gear is retracted as you are doing water landings.
Exactly.
All right, 2-2.
Gear is coming out. It is out now. Yep. Alright, so we start slowing down. Quite a lot, actually. No riverbed landings here. No. We are going to actually land on Dillon Airport, right down there. Runway 22. That is the direction we are landing in. So from my plane to the airport right there, just behind me. And from there on, we are going to see how this is going to work. But first, I need to bleed off a lot of speed, actually, before I can extend my flaps. So I'm flying in one direction still. And then we are going to make our turn. To everything, turn. There is a season. Alright, my friends. Yes, you can get your predictions in. Of course, get your predictions in, although it will probably be pretty bad. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. We are slowing down quite a lot, actually. Giving it a little bit more mixture.
Your line of sight is going to be a little off for your target because you have floats, so you're higher. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, good.
Right?
Yeah, good that you said that. That is probably the reason why I came down so hard. I never thought about that one. Yeah. All right. Time for flaps. Let's make sure I don't stall. There we go. We are now at... We should be at flaps 2. There we are. There we are. Alright, let's make the turn. And let's see if we can do this! Let's see if we can do this. Where is the... There is the airport, right there. Alright. There is the airport. Alright. Runway coming up just above me, just above my head, right there. Following a little bit the road, actually.
Yep, and then you'll be to the right of the road, and the little squiggly turn there, sort of.
Yep. Make sure I have my altimeter set correctly. I have. All right. Coming into to Dillon. That is Kilo Delta Lima November, and we are headed for runway 22. Runway 22. And floaties, but no longer. We actually, the fact that I did 2 water landings to me is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. I never expected doing that. So yeah, that is a victory on its own.
I'm glad you got to experience that.
Yeah, that was cool. That was absolutely cool. I really enjoyed that. No, it's runway 22 actually, Drunk Simming. It's runway 22. Runway 12 is the opposite. No, 12. There is no 12. Actually, it's 422 and 3517. Those are the 2 runways that we can actually do. Where 35 to 17 is actually the longer one. Glad Heater, thank you very much. Lord Glad Heater, thank you very much for that follow. I really appreciate that, man. I really, really do. Thank you so much, and welcome to the channel, buddy. Welcome to the channel. It's Friday, Drunk Simming already started having a White Russian. Well played, sir. Well played.
You, Drunk Simming, are behind because I've been drinking them since 7 a.m.
Yep, 7 a.m. in the morning.
2 hours. Yeah.
Yep. But it suits you. The dude. Just a flyby there. I have no clue who that was. I am coming a little bit low.
Gear down, land. Gear down, land.
Gear down, land. Yeah.
Gear down, land. Gear down, land.
There we are. Oh, slight bounce. Nope. Whoa. Well, actually, I turned off already. I didn't intend to do that. I didn't intend to do that. Well, it was a little bit bouncy, but I'll take it. And I basically turned off my engine. Yeah, that's not what is supposed to happen. Start again. There we go. But we do turn on the brakes. There we are. On the butter. Well, actually, the initial landing was... let me see. What was it? Minus... 115. So for a first landing in the X Cup, that's not bad, actually. That is not bad at all. I'm kind of pleased with that. All right, guys. Yeah, this may switch over a little bit. Don't worry about that. I will disappear, but reappear again as always. And we are switching the camera view already. Boop. Yeah. Hello. Microsoft. Hello. There we go.
Hello.
Thank you very much. And thank you very much. Now, was that too much to ask? There we are, my friends. Showcase on the outside. Around the outside, round the outside. There we are. We are on the runway. Alison Johnson, hello, my dear. You basically just called us coming in. Hope you're doing well, my dear. Hope you're doing well. We are now currently letting everyone come in. If I see everyone, and I don't see anyone. No. Oh, hello. They're coming in back. Yep, there they are. Rick Murray coming in for a full landing, actually, there. Hope you're doing well, my dear. By the way, go check out Alison Johnson as well. She is a wonderful, wonderful streamer. Currently flying the Amelia Earhart flight, which is really, really cool. Flight Sergeant just came in there. He just landed. There he is. And right behind him, CaptSeppi as well. He is on the runway now as well. The dude right there. There he is. Yes, thank you very much there, Weem. Excellent. Next one is Pranavan. Who was Pranavan again? I have to remember that. In a 747. Right there. And taking off again. Touch and go. Very nice. Very nice. Drunk Simming. Druid Zeus is coming in on the other runway. So I'm going to switch over quickly over there. There he is. Druid Zeus on the runway. Yes, he is. And I'm going to go back because we're going left and right, my friends. Left and right. Drunk Simming landing there, as well as AJ Rawlings on the ground as well. Hey, the icon, indeed. There he is. Yeah, the iconic icon right there. Metal She is coming up for a landing on... Oh, he's turning around over there. Who else do we have? Forfeit Junk. Yes. Icon right behind him. Exactly. That is how it's supposed to be, my friends. That is how it's supposed to be. Rumpelzuck. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, yeah, Captain Scoop. Sorry, that was Captain Scoop. Yep. Pranavan is Captain Scoop. Right there. Have to keep that in mind. Pranavan is Captain Scoop. We have Ween lining up. We have still in the air Rumpelzuck, Lost Reaper, as well as Rick Murray and Metalchi there in the distance coming in as well. The last of the pack. Exactly, Captain Scoop. I have to keep that. I have to remember that, my buddy. Meeting coming up. Thank you very much, Shoney Gaming and CaptSeppi, for the stream. Thank you very much for being here. It was always a lot of fun to have you here as well. Anyone see my plane? I don't know, my friend. I have to. There is Lost Reaper though. I have to keep him in focus. Lost Reaper in the normal X Cup, but with the cabin crew livery right there. With the cabin crew livery, yeah, veering off a little bit to the right, but it's fine. It is fine. It is fine. Bye, my friend. Have a wonderful, wonderful day and a wonderful weekend. I will see you and talk to you soon, buddy. I will see you and talk to you soon. Yep.
See you, Captain Arash.
I'm going to McDonald's. Right you are, my friend. Right you are. Look at this, guys. How cool is that? Exactly. Just another bit of work, man. You are working way too hard, Drunk Simming. But keep it in mind. And the weekend is coming. Rumpelzuck landing right there in an X Cup as well. It was indeed awesome there, Forfeit Junk. Yes, I truly enjoyed this. This was a lot of fun there. Definitely, CaptSeppi. Definitely. This I'm really grateful and thankful that you actually created this flight and agreed to do the collab with me. It was nice. It was really nice. It was really nice.
You know, I got to pass it back to the rest of the people here. You know, Shoney's Cabin Crew family and Shoney. You know, of course. I mean, you guys are great, right? Thanks for inviting me. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to host. You know, to do a Cabin Crew takeover and share some of this amazing scenery with you. And you know, maybe we'll do it again. We'll see. We'll have to pick something new. But you know, it's a lot of fun. You guys are all great, and thank you very much.
You are most.
I love you. I love y'all.
Most welcome. Most welcome. Most welcome. Lots of cabin crew love and good vibes indeed, man. It was, yeah, it was awesome. Let's see if we can make a double landing there. We have Metal Sheet coming in on the floaties, but
I will
is there
eat a
in
warm.
the-
I will.
Excellent there, Flight Sergeant. I'm really glad you guys enjoyed it all. I really did. I had a great time. Rick Murray landing, well, he's going to nail this. If you don't nail it, you can land on a tiny little island, but not on a runway. No way. No way. There he is. Landing the A320 on Dylan. I think if you would actually do that, you would scare the bejesus out of them right there. And there is another beautiful flyby of Captain Scoop. Oh, Captain Scoop is actually landing right there. Bouncing a little bit, but that's fine. That is fine. My hard drive is now full from screenshots of this amazing flight, man. It was absolutely amazing scenery what we just saw, and what we had a lot of fun. Landed 0 power, my prop was out. Well, you nailed it, my buddy. You nailed it. You absolutely nailed it. I'm going to stop the music right there. And there we go. We stopped the music. Guys, it was a lot of fun. It was absolutely a blast. Now, I was intending to actually raid Flying Fabio as always, but I also see that Stepping Vistas, who is just now, he has 1 viewer right now, and he is doing also a world trip, probably inspired by what we are doing all here. It is absolutely fine. I think we are going to raid Stepping Vistas. What do you think, Captain? Yeah.
I agree. Let's Stepping Vistas can certainly use our love. Let's give back to the flight community. Let's give back to some of these streamers that are just starting out. Help them gain a status and
bring them in the fold.
Get people out there. Bring them in the fold. That's what
bring
we're about.
Bring them in the fold. Exactly.
We're a community. So
let's do it.
Before we do that,
yeah.
High five, Shoni.
Boop.
High five.
There we are. Off screen, that was the longest high five ever. That was from here to Nashville. Ha!
That's
so
right.
You do that.
A little bit of latency. There was a little bit of latency there.
Tiny bit, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine, guys. It was a wonderful stream. First of all, let me thank CaptSeppi right here, aka the dude. Man, it was so much fun. It was so much fun having you here, and it was an absolute pleasure. The flight was more than wonderful. CaptSeppi, when are you streaming, my friend?
I stream every Monday. My streams start at 8 p.m. Central Time, 0100 Zulu. On Monday, I do a flight like this. I do Mileage Monday. Anything goes. Let's go look at something, community request, anything. On Wednesdays, I do my Around the World trip in a TBM where I'm flying the coastlines of the world. My trip's a little bit different. Shoni's doing every country. Some other people are doing some stuff. I'm flying the coastlines all around the world in a TBM 930. And on Friday, I do FedEx Friday. That is, I fly actual FedEx routes with FedEx aircraft. And right now I'm in Cedar Rapids, and I'm going to fly to Memphis, I think, today when I do my stream tonight. And on Sundays, I'm contemplating, because I've had some requests for this, I'm doing Sunday school. I just don't know what time I'm going to do it. It's not on my schedule, but Sunday school will be something. We're going to talk about creating an instrument. We're going to talk about writing code. We're going to talk about looking at charts. It's not so much an educational flight thing. There are a lot of people that do that very well, like Fabio. I'm not going to get into that aspect, but I'm going to get into things that will enhance it, like Sim Toolkit Pro, or SimBrief, or Navigraph, or something like that can enhance it, not actual flying in depth.
Exactly. Well, this sounds awesome. And we will definitely, for those that do not follow CaptSeppi, go give him a follow. It was absolutely brilliant. Guys, I'm Shoni from Shoni Gaming. I fly around the world, usually in a Cessna 172. We fly to each and every single country, which creates a 600,000 5-year just once around the world flight. Next week we are flying from Jordan into Israel, and then onwards towards Egypt. So if you want to join that, I stream on Wednesdays, Thursdays and Fridays from 1 p.m. Central European Standard Time, so CEST, to about 4 or 5. And man, I'm always glad to have you guys fly along on the North European server. You can go to the Discord channel to check out the flight plans. They're always there. And yeah, for now, Thank you very much all for being here. Thank you very much all for flying along with us. Thank you very much for spending your time with me, both to all the lurkers, to the followers, to the subs. Guys, you are all wonderful. Don't forget to laugh and smile. I will see you all next time around, next Wednesday. For now, we are going to raid Stepping Vistas, who is also in the chat as well usually. So if you want to raid, please stay online. We are now going to the outro, and after that we are going to raid Stepping Vistas. So bye bye, have a lot of fun, guys. See you all later. Are you ready? I am now going to play for God. It is indeed. Here we go. We can raise the clouds, and we are going to raise the clouds. There we go. And we're doing it again a little bit. Okay, there we go. It looks beautiful. Yes. All right. Nope. Don't stall. Don't stall on me now. Ah! I'll take it! I'll take it! I'll take it! I'll take it! City for the next fly. City for the next fly will be Innsbruck. It is? Alt F4? No? Oh, dang. I fell for it. I actually fell for that. Next one. Yeah, it's getting worse and worse. Whoa! Right. Well. Oh. No, no, no. Oh, no! No! And this time. Break! Ah, no! No! So, all right, off.